Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, everything should be working, sync, sync, there we go, life is good, everything else should be fine, right. How you doing, gentlemen? Hopefully everything's working, because guess what? It's game time. How you doing? Hopefully everything is working, hopefully everything is fine. How you doing? Happy New Year's to every single one of you that are in early, and for all those that are probably going to be coming relatively soon. This game is on Sky for those that are curious, so you're not really too hard pressed to finding a source for it at the very least. How you doing, Joe? Full nose your prediction, I respect that, mate. For those that are curious, by the way, in case you're just coming in or whatever else, I'm running sub only mode today, which is fine. So of course, if you want to help out the channel, that's the best way to do that. So it's more or less a trial run just for this game, just to see what happens. How you doing, Ian? Nice to see you, mate. How you doing, Caden, as well, man? How you doing? Couldn't get tickets at 2 PM, so you couldn't go. Fear there, brother, but it is what it is. It is what it is. How you doing, Ian, as well, man? 3 points is a must, and a good performance would be a plus. Well, yeah, based on the earlier results, for those that haven't seen those, I'll bring them up momentarily. I'm just loading everything that needs to be loaded. Someone could just report to me saying how things are going. I don't know how to pronounce your name, Chief, but I love that. Good years, many years, and love and happiness. Straight back at you, man. Straight back at you. How you doing, Matty, as well? And Robert, too. We've got a couple of early birds in. But I ain't going to mess around with it too much. We've got about 8 minutes until the game kicks off. So here's a little gander, if you will, at what we've got today. Obviously, St Mirren, they did well in the last match. They won 3-0 against Aberdeen, for those that are curious. This is obviously, there are still live games happening right now. Rangers are 3-1 up against Kelly. Hearts are 2-0 up against Livingston, I believe, and Aberdeen are beating Ross County, and Motherwell are beating Hibs. That might be the surprise result so far, but that's not what we care about. What we care about is what we've got today, and if you couldn't tell by their formation, they're trying to do what every other team in history does against us, which is always nice, to be fair. So yeah, that midfield 5 comes back into effect. They're happy to play with those 2 up front if it means that they can just kind of counter-attack in the midfield. That seems to be their plan. I'll read the lineouts obviously just before the game gets underway. You know the usual script. I'll be about a minute and a half or so behind, but I like our lineout. I think it's absolutely fine. The only change from last match is obviously quite apparent. It's Nowitzki. He's in, he starts, I like that. And obviously good bench options. It's now that we're actually starting to get players back into training, we're actually producing some respectable team sheets. You know, we're not playing Forest as a second choice or even sometimes first choice winger anymore. Yes. Happy New Year to you as well, Sandwich man. People's crying, but honestly the meltdown was way worse than I thought, man. Like, I thought we were quite hard done by the referee, but Rangers fans thought they were hard done by. Like, I mean, fair enough, I get it, right, but at the same fucking time, like, they had a lot of calls go against them. I had this conversation with my brother at New Year's as well. How you doing, Jock, mate? How you doing? Nice to see you as always. I'm just waiting for Paul to come in and all the usual suspects that kind of show up have came in and said hello early doors. Obviously, it sucks because I was speaking with a pal. He was meant to come down and show face for this game. You might have seen him on the channel once or twice before, Jordan. But I think he might just have either forgot or he's slipped in or probably just tired for work, I'd imagine. But yeah, I mean, St Mirren are in good form. They've played a couple of decent games against us this season already, although admittedly we've came out on top in predominantly all of them, so that's a good thing for us. But again, that midfield 5, if you couldn't tell, I mean, I'll bring up their whole lineup, that'd probably give you a bit more of an idea of how they're planning to play across the board, but they have options that they can take advantage of if they want to. It's just a case of, can we get through that midfield 5, and if we can, how do we go across the back 3? Because if we limit their options and do the simple things correctly, there's no real issue with that. But again, the last few games that we've played against this formation has worked exceptionally well against us. And I mean, we're talking about this against Rangers as well. The big thing about it is that, of course, look, if you have more options in midfield, you're going to dominate the midfield more. That's what these teams are realising. So, in my head, they keep it quiet, they do what's necessary, and they could realistically play for a point, but I don't see them winning. If you're giving a prediction, or if I'm thinking about it honestly, and I've been right the last few predictions I've made, to be fair, I would say this one ends 2-0 Celtic. I don't see St Mirren doing a lot when it comes to counter-attacking. They'll do what's relatively good in terms of limiting. How you doing, Chris? That's the advantage of sub-only mode. You need to subscribe to talk shit, my boy. How you doing? No, hope you're well, man. Happy New Year to you. I know you as well, Shuto. But yeah, there's certainly a lot to play for. Obviously, Rangers did their job earlier on, like we discussed. Obviously, if you want a little look at the table prior to how it starts, this is how it looks. So yeah, I mean, there's still obviously a little bit of a requirement for us to win. We don't want to make the Old Firm win a few days ago mean literally nothing. But the ones at the bottom of the table makes sense. They both lost. Aberdeen I find Aberdeen incredible because I know they've got a few games in hand, but how the fuck they're still below teams like Dundee baffle me. Fair enough to them though. But it's St Mirren we're up against today. They're currently in 5th, and like I said, they had a little bit of a stunt over the last few match days, but they did bounce back against the last match, 3-0 win against Aberdeen, so that did them very good. No problems with that at all, realistically, so we'll just keep an eye on everything that's got to go. We're live in about 4 or 5 minutes, so 6-0 you're thinking, Caden? Damn. I mean, I don't disrespect it, admittedly, it's not the worst call I've ever seen, but St Mirren are a very good defensive side. I mean, if you look at the goal difference, they're only playing at -1, right? They've scored 24, conceded 25, so they're a team that likes to keep it flat more often than not, so I don't see them having a 6-goal swing because their manager just simply wouldn't allow it, to be fair. I'd be very surprised if he did, to be fully honest with you. So, I mean, it's all about subjectiveness, I suppose, you know what I mean? We kind of make do with what we've got. Also, because this is the New Year's stream, I have to make the sub goal clear at the start because I did this last year and somehow it happened. The goal is to hit 2k this year. You know, not like the video game series, but like just 2k in general. If we can hit that this year, then whoosh, smashing. How you doing, Ed? Nice to see you, mate. What's happening? Not too much. Well, honestly, I've just had a very easy day, chill day, to be honest with you. I woke up, did my basics, put some washings on. I haven't really even left my house, to be honest. I just did the fundamentals and we're vibing, so I'm quite happy with that. How's everyone's New Year's been? No, hope it's been good for you. Obviously, I mean, I spent mine down at my mum's. She was a bit pissed off because her internet cut out literally on New Year's Eve, and it turned on at like 2 AM after all the bells and celebrations were done. She was not a happy chappy. Oh, Rod Stewart's in the ground, nice. Man's got some of the wildest hair you'll ever see, but you got to respect it, man. You got to respect it. How you doing, Anton? Happy New Year, mate. Would you get one of your subscribers on your... I would need to know them at least on a base level first. I have done it with people in the past. Flash is a prime example, because he was someone that was in my chat before we got, you know, actually friends, but... How you doing, David? Net Celtic Glasgow, indeed it. Well, guess we'll read the lineouts because we'll be underway in about a minute or so. So for the home team, St Mirren's lineup is as follows. Listen up and pay attention. It's Hemming in between the sticks, Taylor, Gogic and Bolton playing as the backline 3 with Fraser, Flynn, Boyd, Munce, Kiltie and Tanzer playing as their midfield 5 with Olasanya and Mandron, who's a player that I actually haven't seen them play. This could be a new guy, or I've just totally glazed over him in the past because he's not really done much, but nonetheless, that's St Mirren's 11, that 3-5-2, the familiar midfield over encumbering tactic. No problems at all there. Our lineup, I'm a little bit happier with it. Joe Hart in between the sticks, so we've got a Taylor in defence as well, but ours is significantly, well, I was going to say better, but inconsistency is a thing. We'll kind of see how it goes over the 90 minutes. But Scales and Nowitzki hold out the midfield, or the back two, leading into the midfield, I should say, with McGregor plays as the anchor point, with Johnston playing as a right back, Bernardo and O'Reilly playing either side of the skipper, with Palmer, Maeda and Furuhashi playing as our front 3. We have got good bench options, like we said. We've got Abada, Lagerbielke back as well, which is always nice to see. O on the bench, Hatate on the bench, and a couple of good substitute options that are Scottish too, Ralston, Johnston and Turnbull being a few of those. There are definitely options for us to go and do a job today. The minimum requirement is that we do it. Full know you're thinking, Anton, that's respectable. How you doing, Jake, mate? Nice to see you, Chief. Hope you're well, hope everything's good and dandy in life. 2-1 Celtic, you're thinking, it's a very respected, yeah. That's a lot more of a grounded one, to be fair with you, Aiden. I don't see St Mirren just over-encumbering themselves. 2-1 suits you. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It really just depends. I mean, I'm basing it off of the recent performance. You know, if we can play anything like we did against Rangers a few days ago, this game's an easy 2-0 win. Easy 2-0 win. But we know what Celtic do better than most teams in this fucking country. We like to make it difficult for ourselves. So the minimum requirement is that we just keep it simple, keep it pure, do the fundamentals right, and we should be fine. If we limit their chances, that's always good for us, because again, if they don't have chances, they don't score goals, and that's the minimum we can ask for. But we keep it effective, man. You think the score will be 3-0? Nice. I like that, to be fair. Hail from Brussels, how you doing, Ordana? How do you pronounce your second name? Is it Kalimski? I'm presuming it's Kalimski, right? Tight pitch, don't see a lot of goals. Well, that's the thing about the central play. That's why St Mirren are playing with that over and coming in midfield five. I don't know when Google will start this thing, but we'll be underway temporarily. We know the drill on this channel. We spark up and we get going. Yep. I appreciate that, Jake, mate. That team looks so much better now and the bench feels stronger. Exactly, it looks more fundamentally sound, it looks more fundamentally correct. Celtic to drop points today. Nah, not at all, guys, not at all. I mean, you did well in your game against Killie earlier on, although the first half was one of the fucking worst halves of football I've ever watched up until McCausland scored. No disrespect to yous, man, but it was a very hard 40 minutes. 1-0 Celtic, you're thinking, Matty? Good prediction. Whoops. Celtic are getting the ball away. We're wearing the Spotify kit, for those that are curious. St Mirren playing in their good old-fashioned white and black shorts, and we've got the good old-fashioned kind of, I guess, green cream colour, if you want to call it that. Maybe not the kit I would have chose, to be honest with you. We could have just played in our home kit and it would have made way more sense, but I'll give this a refresh because Google usually likes to be a wee bit cringe. Oh my fucking god, I've just... Yes, well I guess we're about to watch a goal. No fucking way we're leading already, man. Ain't no fucking shot. I'm 30 seconds into this stream. Hold up a second, boys. Hold up a second. Scales has the ball. What the fuck is this? Scales spreads it out towards Palmer. Long ball over the top. Takes a weird bounce. Takes a deflection into the midfield. Nice clear. Oh, that's a beautiful take, actually. Played into open space. Here's Dyson Maeda. Inside a minute. Celtic lead. St Mirren. Who says we don't score early goals? It's Dyson fucking Maeda as well. Yes, wee man. We lead the game already. I fucking refreshed that like, nothing could have happened in the opening 2 minutes. Nope, yep, we lead. Belter. I'm happy I went live now. 1-0 Celtic, absolutely fucking beautiful. Maeda just rinses his man. Absolutely rinses his man. Good work for McGregor to win that back. Brilliant cutter pass as well to get it into Maeda. You got to feel a little bit for Hemmings. He couldn't really get his arm out to kind of track the ball down. It kind of comes off the under part of his armpit and straight into the net. Yes, boys. We lead 1-0. Couldn't ask for a better fucking start than that. Oh, wait, they're trying to VR check it. Hold on. Hold on. They're doing the most here. Play on. Aye, damn fucking right. Boys, we lead. Very good. Very cool. Very happy. Yes. Fuck's sake, maybe Caden's 6-0 might actually be on. We'll love to see it. It was only the 41st minute left of the 44th. Aye, McCausland and Seema scored twice right before the end of the half. Like, their first 2 shots on target were goals. I mean, if we're planning on doing the same, then I'm fucking happy with it. Scoring immediately out the gate just immediately says to St Mirren, your formation doesn't mean shit. Because McGregor just bodied 2 or 3 people to get that pass into Bernardo. I was not expecting as fast a start as that. It's all about the settling in period for St Mirren now, how they respond to it, but we couldn't have asked for a better start than that. 1 shot, 1 goal, beautiful stuff. Continuing that consistency for the Rangers game, we love to see it. It's out for a throw-in for us. Just going to knock Spotify down a little tad because I know that may be loud for 1 or 2 of yous. Just knock it down to there. The sub goal for this stream's quite simple, to be fair. This one's only 1,115 if anyone wants to help out. We've already gained a couple this stream as well, so thank you very much to those that have done so already. That's the thing, Taylor does not look happy. Not our Taylor, the St Mirren Taylor. I don't know his first name, to be honest with you, but He got absolutely walked around by Maeda for that opening goal. That's a good play in behind for St Mirren, though. They could be in here. Lasagna's going to try and hold it up. Eventually they're just going to cut it back, try and find some options. Boyd Munce back to Taylor, cuts it into space. St Mirren are trying to go forward a bit more directly now. This is the advantage of the midfield open. Not the greatest touch for Nowitzki, but it's out for a throw-in for us. It wasn't wishful thinking, not indeed, Ian, not indeed at all. Absolutely superb. Couldn't ask for a fucking better start, man. I'm chilled no matter what now. I was like, yeah, it really just depends on how long St Mirren can keep us quiet for. But I didn't even have time to talk shit about us. We're immediately just getting the job done. I don't know what it is, but as soon as Rodgers beats Rangers, he just like wakes up for a few games. Nice to see it. St Mirren have got the ball in the box, but it's just bobbled away. Taylor will take a quick throw in. I'm just going to refer to the other Taylor as RT, because that makes way more sense, because I know there's two Taylors in the park and that may be confusing. RT gets it into the box, it's headed up. St Mirren might have an opportunity if it bounces, but it's not the greatest touch either, to be fair. Lasagna's got it, brings down his man, should be a foul or at the very least a goal kick for us, and it is. Nice mark out for Maeda, good start for the wee man. Oh yeah, showing that chance again, to be fair. Hemmings, he did nearly get his body across to cover that. Wasn't bad positionally for the goalkeeper, it just took that kind of fortunate nick that we very rarely get in our favour. Maeda engages the press, nearly gets the ball away from Tanser's back pass, but they're going to have to be forced up that wing anyway. Maeda does get his leg in, good fucking... He's came into this with a game to prove. Beautiful stuff, man. 9-0 with Celtic FC, we love to see it. Marty's changed us to 2-0, yes. 1 up already, Ben. Oh, it was a great goal, Dyson Maeda in the opening. It was a great pass through, I think, for Bernardo after McGregor's win. He won the tackle in midfield. Simple ball in behind. Maeda takes it, goes around his man on the outside, and then just finishes it under the armpit. It was a brilliant goal. I wasn't expecting it to be that cohesive a minute into the game, and I mean, we've got a clear game plan. Maeda seems to be the key player for this one. A lot of the early chances and opportunities are being funneled down that right hand side. It's not really so much for Palmer to worry about, but it does go to the left hand side here. Scales gets out for Palmer, goes for the daisy cutter in behind. Good hold up play, still keeps it. That could be 2. Well taken, well dealt with. It's 2 fucking now. Game over already, boys. Who else but Matthias goddamn motherfucking O'Reilly, my boy? I love him. I've heard the rumours about him leaving for £25 million. God fucking hope that does not happen. He just sold every single one of them a good old fashioned Danish fucking donut. What a superb touching finish. Oh, you can't really blame Hemmings for the first goal, but that one straight under the guy's legs. Beautiful take again for Paolo Bernardo. Lays it half flat. O'Reilly takes a brilliant false touch, lays it underneath the goalkeeper. Simple and pure. Game's over. Love to see it. Where was this a few weeks ago, gentlemen? It's amazing what happens when we get a couple of key players back in our team, man. We just all of a sudden play amazing. Happy New Year to you as well, Megan. How are you doing? I love how David has to do the Go Celtic! Your goal scorer, that wee fucking ball they had for Japan! But he's our man! Dyson Maeda! I fucking love him to death, man. People talk shit on him. He's my boy. I like Maeda. But O'Reilly is the man. He's him. Should have 2 goals at half time, please. If I can find a way to do it without getting copyright strike the hell out of, absolutely. Well, I mean, I said 2-0 was my full time prediction. I wasn't expecting it to be the case after 7 fucking minutes, but yes. Happy New Year to us, boys? We love to see it. We love to see it. Had a tenner on Danny Armstrong to score at Ibrox, even though he was taking the pen taker. Ah. If no one awarded it, can't really blame that on. To be fair, Rangers were just quite good defensively today. Can't really put it past them in that sense. Gaz just having a bunch of cheats in his offside. Ooh, okay, Gaz. You came in with a bit of flair today. We love to see it. Here's never. Oh, that's actually a really good pass in for. I mean, Taylor's now playing as a central midfielder, it seems. Johnston's got it on the outside, lays it half dead. Here's Dyson. We could be running it in for 3 here. That's a good cross. It's just about dealt with. Boymans is put under a bit of pressure, and it's just going to bounce through. Olasanya will keep some pressure on Nowitzki, but it's just a loose ball forward. Maeda can't really get it under control, and it'll be a simple throw in for St Mirren. The friend said about Japan calling up players up, and he said Dyson was miles better than Kyogo. I mean, for the Japanese national team, yes, because Japan already have some really good, solid striking options, if you think about it. And I mean, honestly, I was expecting them to leave Hitati and take Maeda and Kyogo. That was my honest thinking, because Maeda's, you know, he's... Oh, that could have been 3! Go, go, go! Oh, that really should have been 3. We could have been 3-0 up in 10. I'm not sure if it was offside or not anyway, but Kyogo made a brilliant off-the-ball run there. Yeah, he was offside, unfortunately. Even with that, though, he maybe should have probably scored it anyways. I mean, strong hand for the keeper to keep it in possession, but wasn't really going to do much for him. Yes. Trust me, like, guys, I know that you're saying it in honest faith, man. Again, you need to remember a lot of people have only been in this channel for like 2-3 months. I mean, you've been in here for like a year minimum. How you doing, JL, man? 2-0 up in D-Day. 2 very well taken goals as well. Very pleased with the performance so far. Not a single thing to complain about. All we really need to really complete this game is get Johnston his goal. Because that's a thing, man. In all the games I've watched this season, it's wee Alistair that he really deserves a goal at some point, so I'd like to see him getting the score sheet today. That's a good chance for St Mirren. Why is my phone... Look, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone fucking waits until I'm busy and then they're like... Yep, that's like 4 messages we'll have this year. Kyogo's goal against Rangers was insane, man. Absolutely insane. And still say you're holding off celebrating. MK, mate, this is nothing to worry about. We are comfortable. Oh, that's good. This could be 3, surely. Maeda, get into the crossing position. Hits it across. It's not the greatest, though, fuck's sake. I mean, I love him in one aspect, but that's where I don't like him. His crossing capabilities. I can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to lay it across the face of the 6-yard box for Kyogo to make a back post run. But it just didn't really put enough power into it. This is what I like to see for the boys. So, man, get the ball back straight up the pitch, no hesitation. And what I'm admiring is the fact that we're not scared to just control the midfield with the 3 we've got. We're forcing St Mirren. Like, Boyd Munce is getting pushed deeper and deeper in. He's meant to be playing as almost like a central attacking midfielder for them. You've barely seen a bit of their 2 strikers, like Madon and fucking Olasanya. They've just showed up whenever they've sent the ball flying forward, and that's about it. That's a great take for Taylor. He's on the hunt for it after the deflection. Keeps on his feet. That's a foul for St Mirren for some reason. Palmer does not look pleased. A lot confused by that one, but it is what it is. Foul for them. On the hoops, well, to see that, Patrick, man. What are you doing, man? Oh, yeah, I need to turn on that. I've seen that you got a new account as well, which, by the way, for those that, I guess if you have an Instagram, go and follow Megan if you would like to, I suppose. I mean, if it's your type of thing, I mean, I support her because she supports me. It's a simple case of that. That's a good chance for St Mirren. Fuck off, get away. Alright, okay, I need to remember that some people just aren't left-footed. He fucking miss-swung that a belter. He did well to get to the ball first. I mean, Johnston really could have put a leg in earlier, but no, that's what it is. Don't need to worry about it all. Yeah, I mean, I'll respond to him. Well, if there's like an injury or a break in play, I suppose. Dyson is a gem. He's not as consistent as you'd like, though. Absolutely. I have no problem at all. That's the thing. It's with, you know, especially when it comes to Scottish creators. It's a fucking dog-eat-dog world, so I'd rather be like a cat. I stay out of everyone's way, but I help when I can. That's a good for Scales. Nice. Go! That's good! Run it through him. Still held up beautifully. That's a good piece of defence for Tanzer, though. Beautiful back heel clearance on that, man. That was like a ballet. That was ballerina-esque. They really should show that shit in slow motion, because that was pure. But we've ended up with it in up. Matthias O'Reilly just pegged a man. What a fucking absolute beautiful move that was. Straight between the guy's legs, and we've moved it forward. See if it goes. Is that a Celtic throw-in or a St Mirren? St Mirren throw-in by the looks of it. Yep. Fair enough. I mean, that fucking RT Taylor on St Mirren's side, he is getting stretched out every single time that he tries to get into space. Like, he's going up to try and funnel round the outside of the wings, which makes sense for a lot of reasons. But Johnston's just knocking him out. Like, Johnston hasn't had to really do much except step into midfield. He's more or less not even like a right back right now, but more like a, I guess like a right wing back, maybe a right mid almost. It's like we've pushed our full backs up so that we're playing, instead of 3 in the midfield, the 5 in the midfield, and we're just using Scales and Nowitzki as our anchor point. That's a great ball forward for St Mirren on the chase though, and Nowitzki, that's what the big pole does fucking excellently. Even in the Old Firm when he came on as a sub. Puts those hard challenges in and always gets a touch on it. We love to see it. Just missed the start of the game already, 2 goals. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I almost missed the first goal. I refreshed Google and it just said 1-0 out the gate. I was like, okay, fabulous. It's a good take for Scales. Pips it back to Hart. I thought he was about to catch that. I was about to scream. Nonetheless, he chests it. It's out towards Mikey Johnston. Liam Scales, Finian Army. Love that. We need a replacement pun. To be fair, aye. Sandwich come on, we won it today, Miss Sutton. So what were you saying there? Fair enough, can't I argue with that. Got better skills to score. Every Celtic corner tries to pick him at the front post. It's the only corner tactic. Wouldn't be a bad one. However, if I'm going to say an external bet, I would put a bet down for Johnston to score. There's something about the way Alistair's playing now, because he is basically just like that right now with Maeda. They're constantly overlapping each other. There's a great ball into the box again. O'Reilly's pipped it in. There's a bit of a battle going on in the midfield. Eventually pops out for Leish Palmer. 1-2. Oh, that is lovely passing. It's just unfortunate there was too much on it. We've still kept the pressure on. It's pinged out. It's not really gathered well by Johnston, but he's going to put the pressure on. What a win back. That guy is raging. You can see it in his face. It's played over. Maeda's not going to get there on the cross, but it's going to go out for a corner instead. We'll absolutely take that. He missed the 2 goals. I mean, this is the advantage of it being on Sky. You'll get highlights in like 12 hours or something. I fucking hate how they do that, man. Like the Premier League highlights are within like 10 seconds. That's a good take for O'Reilly. Well gathered. Johnston spreads the play across, looking for quicker options out on that left hand side instead, but Scales just says, nah mate, fuck you, you're playing down that side. Almost forcing the issue, but he is right to do so because the lanes have opened up. That's a decent ball in, but Hemmings isn't taking no chances, straight up to catch it. It just reminds me of that Facebook post, guys. I've got nothing to smile about in my life. It says, I woke up in a steaming fucking mood, yeah, because I live in a fucking shithole. Literally that. Celtic on top, absolutely, Levi, mate. We're playing it exactly as we need to. Nice for Johnston. Lay off pass. Palmer's done a switch with him. Maeda's on the left hand side now, so there could be a... It might actually work because Palmer likes to take a step inside and crack them. This could work for us. Maeda's on that touch. Yeah, just lays it off instead, playing it safe. Better to be safe than sorry to be fair. McGregor just runs it into optional space. Scales does well to step past these man. Beautiful physicality for the boy. Keeps the control on it. It's still very tight to the byline, but we're just about keeping it in play. Fucking excellent passing between us though, and the fact that stayed in our feet is incredible. There's a certain confidence to the way we're playing right now that we haven't seen in a while. Nice, well gathered. Nowitzki's going to just roll it out. Simple. St Mirren fans clearly ain't happy a couple of years, but it's because their players can't get anywhere near the ball right now. Beautiful take, well controlled. Scales keeps the ball optional for... Well, I was going to say maybe play that out towards Palmer, but instead uses Johnston as an anchor point instead. That's a good ball out. Nice for McGregor. Could be a run in here. Straight pass in behind. Takes a bobble and bounce. Still not gathered or cleared by St Mirren. They eventually panic it away somehow, and it's a corner kick for us. Actually, Kefal, you're spot on, to be fair. That Football Mad's actually got some good ones, to be fair. That Global Football HD, they always have like highlights out about 20 minutes after the game's done. There's a good corner, take a bounce. This is similar to... I thought Bernardo was going to go for the half volley. McGregor instead does. Then he gets whacked down there. The referee plays no advantage. He just sees it as a 50-50, which is fair enough. Can I argue with it? Straight out towards the left-hand side. Whipped ball in. Not really going to threaten anyone. It'll be out for a goal kick for St Mirren. Solid 20 minutes of pressure so far, man. I'm loving this. Yeah, I mean, Mark O'Hara does not look happy. Smoking on that sit there and pack, gentlemen. Just like, there's a difference between liquidation and being bought over. Yous went down. Nice. Good pressure. I'm really liking Maeda in the opening stages of their escape. I can tell he's going to be burnt out and he'll need taken off by the 55th minute. But if he runs like this until that point, easily man of the match contender. Because the boy is running after everything when as soon as he has like a small vicinity, man, he's like a fucking radar sensor. As soon as he detects something, he just goes for it. Nowitzki's just taking his man down there though. I'm not sure who was tripped there. I'm not sure if that was Boyd Munsell or someone else. I'm not going to argue with it, but it is what it is. McGregor is great with volleys. He's good on anything, to be fair. Like, if you give him any space for about 25-30 yards out, like, think about our goal in the Euros, or the last Euros, I should say, against Croatia. It's the exact same type of territory. It's where McGregor loves to take kind of half chances from. Taylor's just been elbowed there. Please tell me there was a booking for that. He's just literally been elbowed out of the air. I mean, fair enough, they just move on. As long as Taylor's not still like that, he's up on his feet at the very least, so it might not have been as hard as knock as it looked. Scales. Good gather, nice. Right, keep it under control. Lays it back to Hart instead. I don't mind that pass actually, as long as we can move it into space a bit quicker. There is that long ball over the top. Kyogo has decided to take the gamble to get in behind and he made the correct run. But unfortunately, because he's not 6'3", it just kind of bounces up over his head. It's a little unlucky, but it is what it is. Nah, no one says the league's done at all by any stretch of the imagination, guys. There's still a lot of season left. But it's funny because, I mean, we all called it. Any Celtic fan was like, didn't this happen last season when you were actually ahead? Talked mad shit as soon as you thought you were going to ramp the title, and then we beat you in the New Year game, and then it just goes to shit. They seem to follow a specific set of rules, which is lose to us whenever it matters. That is all. Scales. Goes for that optional pass outside. That could be well gathered. Nice. Run it, run it, run it. Should have ran it, but instead just kind of holds the ball up to allow people to join in the attack instead. Goes for the whip cross. It's low. No risks, no problems there. Just kind of sticks a leg out. Not sure what one of them got on it. But one of the St Mirren Players cleared it out. Corner kick for us. Our captain put in one of the best performances. Yeah, McGregor's performance was genuinely one of the most underrated ones. Oh, way underrated. Happy New Year for Alabama. I love to see it. See your Discord. Is it a page you've dedicated for yourself? No, it's literally just it's like me and Flash run it. So essentially what you can do, there's like a content page where you can upload whatever the fuck you want as long as it's within rule of reason, obviously with Discord. But it's mostly just for people to talk shit about people in like football, just footballing stuff in general. Because you have Virtual, he'll talk about Man United, you have Gaz who talks about Rangers, there's me that will talk about Liverpool and Celtic and whoever else really, if you know there's a team that we're looking to buy a player from. It's just more or less a chill place to kind of let people know what's happening. So if you're interested, if you're watching, go into the description, there's a little link that will take you there if you want to. If not, just go into Discord and search it up. It's called the Celtic FC Fan Zone. Well, they've finally set up to take their free kick, so I can stop rambling. Let's see what St Mirren actually decide to do with it. They've generally taken about a minute to set up for it. They've swung it in. And it's out for a corner kick. Oh, not even a corner kick. That actually came after St Mirren player, so what the fuck was the point in the wait for that? Such big build-up, and literally every one of their players, with the exception of 2, were offside. We love to see it. That's what we call prime defence. Nice. Like, could you make a... You can, if you want to, Megan. We could make like an individual channel for you, but you could just make your own channel as long as you have a Discord account, and you can invite people to it with like specific invite links that you can. I mean, I guess like you're on OnlyFans, right? So you could do that as like a special, where I guess if people want to have easier access to speak to you, that'd be a way to do it, I suppose. That you do, guys. To be fair, because I didn't want to say it in confidence, but I was like, there is another Liverpool fan, I'm not sure if it was you or not, Lucas. Fair enough. There's a pullback foul there. Quickly taken. There could be a quick move on here. We've managed to kind of push Ollie St Mirren over the right hand side of the field. Let's see how we keep it capable. Nice take for Johnston. Telling you now, man, he's going to do something special this game. Looking for it in my bones. Good take from Nowitzki, just spreads the play in. Johnston, whippersnapper pass, and I tell you what, it was a nice little take for, I think it was Bernardo that tried to funnel it into Maeda there, but just didn't quite work out. Nah, smartest thing you can do for him, Megan. To be fair, MK, yeah, I'm kind of the same. Between like YouTube, Discord, and like occasionally I'll check Instagram. That's really it. I've had a lovely day, to be fair. I've got to wake up and enjoy myself, because I mean, obviously you're busy as hell over New Year, aren't you? So like I woke up the day, I'm like, wow, the migraine isn't as bad. So I got up and did everything that I needed to do, and now I'm live. And we're also 1 subscriber away from hitting 1,110, so thank you very much to everyone that's doing that. I haven't even plugged. That's something I should do, so bear with me while I do that. Hi, hello. If you're watching this as a VOD, thank you for doing so. If you're watching this live, even better. You're twice as cool, so you should usually catch the next one live. But if you want to help us out, the best thing you can do is subscribe. If not, just like and share the stream. That is it. Also, I get all of my ads stopped on the 20th because I can't verify myself until I get like an ID, which is always nice. So, yeah, I'm not going to ask for, I'm not going to be able to turn donations on anytime soon. At least until I get verified anyway. Celtic and Sunderland off. The Geordie boys. Why aye, man? So why are Sunderland completing all the fucking shit? I love the Geordies, man. God bless them. That was a good sweep up. Oh, Kyoko, good chance. That really, I can't even fault that. That was just a genuinely good attempt. Wrapped around the outside of the post there. That is unlucky. Good effort, man. Like, if Kyogo misses a sitter, I'm the first person to say that he missed a sitter. There was nothing wrong with that. It was just a really good crack. They've cleared it out, and look at Johnston go, man. This guy is fucking... He's running like Maeda is. Taylor manages to get a block in. That should be a throw-in for us, and it is. The other team he follows Partick Thistle, but I usually keep it quiet. Well, I mean, if you're talking local teams, I mean, Albion Rovers. But they don't play in the actual professional league. They're technically a non-league team now, which is shite, to be honest. What time is it in Scotland? Right now it's 5:30. We kicked off at around 5 o'clock, so something's happening there. There's a foul. Nice, quick discharge. Let's see if we can move it quicker than that. Nice, Scales gets it in behind Taylor, moves it forward, looking for that overlap and run for Palmer. It's headed away by St Mirren, but only out of their own field. Corner kick for us. (17:38) Nah. Right, we've wanted to hear the audio. No. I can technically turn the audio on, but only for like 7 seconds at a time before the YouTube gods hunt me down. Zeus, I have come for your channel. Nice, that's good for Nowitzki. I'm liking the composure for him. He's allowed Scales to kind of step out and be the funnel player, which I actually quite like, because Scales can spread the passes quite well. He can hit them hard. Let's see if that's similar to what we're going to try and do here. Scales gets it, goes for that whipper pass, and it is into space. St Mirren are stretched out here. Again, for how many bodies they have in midfield, they're really getting pressed out. It's a foul for us on the edge of the area, and they're not very happy about it, to be honest. I can't really tell what's going on, because there was just a bunch of bodies, and it was a foul given to us with someone who comes off his arm. Yeah, right, okay, fair enough. It is a free kick because it was on the edge of the box. I was just curious to see where it started. It started outside of the box, so it's a foul on the edge of the... Well, again, Griffiths v Hapwell Beersheva territory. It's definitely more for a whip cross though. Palmer and O'Reilly are standing over it. I think that you look Latin, Mediterranean, fair enough. I mean, my genes are Celtic and Nordic, and blended into me being a Scotsman, so I'm essentially the best of Northern Europe, which I like. Shine a fire and all that good jazz. Venezia's cat a few years ago. That's one of the best Italian, like, well, Serie A kits in a long time. The black and gold always hits, always bops. Palermo had some nice ones. I remember the one in 2013-14, the pink and grey. That one was actually quite cool. Juventus, I have a Juventus one. I thought I would have had it with my wee shop collection down there, but it must be drying somewhere. What colour is they? Yeah, black and red. Oh shit, something's happened to Hemmings. He was put under pressure from Maeda, he got decked over and he landed weird. They're trying to say that Maeda did that intentionally, but you can't really slow yourself down. He might go into the book for it, it might be a yellow. But even in the slow-mo you can see Maeda trying like hard to check himself to prevent death, but didn't necessarily work out, fair enough. They're just seeing him now, to be fair, so... Does it matter look like Juventus tonight? Aye, the kind of post-corruption charges, Juventus, the one in Serie B, maybe. There's no disrespect to St Mirren, it's just a simple case of, like, that midfield 5 makes or breaks your day, because if it works, you'll beat us. And that's, I mean, it's a proven thing that's worked multiple times against us this season. You know what I mean? Even fucking Atletico Madrid used it against us and they beat us 6-0. So there's, you know, it's a proven tactic. But the counter argument is quite simply when it doesn't work, which is when we do this and everything's fine in life and we're vibing. It's jazzy. Like your rifles, I was going to say that, to be fair. I mean, I'll wait for the next break of play because I have a Juventus kit and I can give you a rough idea of what it looks like. I ripped the sponsorship off though because sponsorships are fucking cringe. Unless it's like stitched on like the Celtic one behind me. How you doing, Jim? No apologies needed. Did your daughter and your granddaughter visit? No, that's adorable, man. I hope you had a good time. St Mirren, that's a good take for St Mirren. But again, Johnston is just absolutely bossing this Taylor fella. Anytime it's been a 1v1 between them, it's literally been 95% Johnston. Taylor's gotten past that, like, gotten past him once. Fucking stellar stuff for the Canadian, man. Love to see it. It's weird because he does not play like he's done most of his career in North America, has he, man? He's played like he's spent most of his career at fucking Preston North End getting tackled to death. Nawrocki's Polish, so of course he's physical, but it's nice to see that same physicality for Johnston, man. He's making a point of it not to lose out in stupid challenges. I love to see it. Nice, good spread out play, and again just knocked out the game. Johnston's going to take the quick throw in. They're panicking because they realise that they can't go out to the wings because they'll just get funnelled in because of the way our full-backs are pressed up. And they can't dip it over the top because they can't get it into that midfield space to cause too many problems. Like St Mirren have the right fundamental idea of trying to funnel it through one or two passes, but they need to do it a lot quicker and a lot more effectively, otherwise it's just not going to work. Because Celtic are just putting themselves not necessarily where the ball is going to go, but where it could go. And it's causing St Mirren problems because it's kind of forcing them to double take their passing options. And more often than not, it just, leads to them going back. Simple, pure, effective football for Celtic so far, man. Oh, the old Pink Juventus one? Aye, for like, what was it, 97, 98? Fuck, it was before I was born, I'm sure. Nah, that's what I love to see that, Levi. Bobby and Allen for the Celtic guy. I'm sure they'll leave their cushy numbers to come and play for us. There was a chance that we could have gotten Haaland, by the way. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but we could have signed him in 2014 before Salzburg did. But we were like, oh, we don't want to pay the $3.5 million fee for him. All I'm saying is if we see another player like that in the future, we fucking buy him. And the player that I'm seeing is Fotis Ioannidis. I want Fotis, man. The guy, I know for a fact if he signs for Celtic, he is going to be fucking amazing for us. Palmer, good cross. Decent header, to be fair. This time it wasn't Skills I got on the end of it. It was Big Matthias once again, although it was kind of a curling header. It was never really going to threaten the target. What's the line up in the back? It's Taylor, Scales, Nawrocki and Johnston playing as our back four right now. I appreciate that, Jim. Any support is good support. Lol out Caucasian in. Hey, if you gave me the fucking option, I would be very effective as a board member, to be quite honest with you. Saville and Harris to Rangers. Oh, okay. Nice play for the back. St Mirren had a half chance of sorts there. Wasn't going to threaten anything out for a goal kick. Yes. Lol. I mean, if you gave me the same wages that Lol gets, man, I'd fucking happily run Celtic like clockwork. But then again, I'm pretty sure you need like a major bunch of degrees. Like, I have higher English and I have higher like mathematics, but I don't think that's enough to be a conclusive board member. Nice cutter pass. If Maeda can put the burners on, he will put the burners on. Beautiful stuff. I love him so much when he does that. Guy has V8s for feet, man. Beautiful ball into the box, although that one's not really going to have too much speed on it. Give time for Hemmings to come out and claim. within reason, David. Within reason. Do we really need to bring anyone new in and January? Maybe admit. If you've watched the first 4 months of the season, you will very much know that most of us very much need a goalkeeper, a left back, and maybe an additional midfielder in case there's another injury kind of problem. Oh, Rodgers doesn't look happy there. Neither does Goodwin. What a camera pan. Give whoever's on that camera a raise right now, because you just witnessed 2 rage moments in like back-to-back sequences. The fog's kind of kicked in at max speed. At St Mirren, it's a little bit misty now. Thrown into the box. Let's see where this one goes. It's actually got to a feet of a St Mirren player, but it's only forced this far back out. Whipped in. No real problems there at all. Tanser's not happy. In fact, a good amount of them are. Boyd once looked confused at that one. It was not the cross I think they were expecting. Nowitzki's going to run this one into space though. Nice step in. No problems at all there, man. Golich doesn't look too happy. He's trying to push his defenders up, to be honest with you, which is fine, but they really need to do more with it if they're planning on doing anything specific. I mean, can't really say they've been doing too much differently. Here's Fraser trying to funnel it, but immediately cut out by Palmer. Goes for the cross pass. It's just going to be headed back by Tanser straight into the net. Well, I was going to say straight into the net. That would have been lovely for us, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Hey, we hit 1,110. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. Well, I'm presuming it's just that guy there that just unsubbed and... or subbed and unsubbed, I should say. Unless someone just unsubscribed at the same time, but... if that was just a way to get your name on... a bit cringe. Well, Levi was a shout out. I've said a couple of your messages out loud, but fair enough. Here you go, mate. Shout out to Levi, top baller, top bloke. There you go, man. Enjoy. Stick it on your wall. Well, I do agree with you in that sense, Caden. The crossing maybe isn't the best idea. I mean, both of our goals came from getting it into the box centrally, so I'm kind of confused why we've just reverted back to crossing it a bit more. But again, when you're 2-0 up and St Mirren aren't really putting any like fundamental, crucial pressure on you, you can afford to be a little bit lacklustre. It says I wasn't expecting us to come out and play like prime Barcelona, but to be 2-0 up, absolutely fine, mate. What's my 2024 goals? Well, if you're talking about this channel, it's to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. That would be the ideal goal. If you're talking about in life, just make sure that I'm still in a house at the end of the year. You know what I mean? Financially, it's going to be tougher, but I'll make it work. That's the thing. Optimistic, pessimist. If I need to sleep in a tent by the end of the year, I'll consider that a fail. McGregor's on the chase. Good gather if he just wants to funnel that into space again. Opts to go back. Alistair's just going to switch the play back to Hart. Again, I haven't seen too much of the big man of the day. It's always nice when Hart has very limited amounts of things to do. Although give the guy credit where it's due, he's been quite good over the last few games. I appreciate that, guys. That's canon. No problem at all, Levi, mate. Oh no, I'm not expecting it to happen, Megan. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to stop if I don't. It's like, nah, I do this for fun. You know what I mean? I don't really make money off of this, and I've been doing it for like a year and a half, roughly. Oh, big chance for St Mirren. No, could have gotten in behind Taylor. Was Yeah, that replay helped clarify a lot of things. I was like, was he offside? Nah, the St Mirren boy was on to. Taylor wasn't taking any chances and got rid of it. St Mirren have it back here. They could go for a whip cross. And they have a throw in. Or they'll probably go for a long throw in, to be fair. Okay, then YouTube's just about doing it, man. Like, you don't succeed if you don't try. And the way I looked at it is I always liked doing this anyway, because I usually used to sit and watch the game, and I mean, I wouldn't say anything, so I was like, fuck it, I might as well just do this as a way to kind of break out, feel normal a wee bit, because again, I'm not the most social creature, if it's not obvious by the fact that I look like the fucking gospel boys themselves, you know, but there's a reason for that. I just don't like people too much. Would you be able to do a cash in hand? I'd probably happily do it. If it's social stuff, then that's completely fine. I already know how to do most of it. I took social classes before, or at least social media classes. Oh, something's happening there. That's a foul for us, surely, referee. Yep. Just a bit of a collision in the box there for the kind of long throw in. It was a little bit awkward. But yeah, he just fucking kicked Hart straight, and I didn't even see that part of the replay. The cut out before that, Hart just got volleyed in the face. I mean, at least Hart's up and shaking his hand and all that stuff, but Sanya should realistically be sent off, because that is a dangerous challenge. And I'm not saying that in like that is dangerous. Couple of inches lower, man, and that's right in the carotid artery. They've only put him in the yellow card. I've seen much weaker fouls being given as a red before. They are checking it, because again, it's not necessarily a high foot, but it does collide with Hart's face. I mean, if there's one thing you give Hart credit for, he's a tough bastard, so he'll get on his feet and shake the man's hand, but by the rules, if the SFA want to play that whole spiel, by definition that's a red card offence. Dangerous high boot with a stud shown. Don't know what else to say other than the fact that it should be red. They are going to VAR. Yep. Robinson doesn't look too happy, but it genuinely does look like a real fucking foul. A really bad one. Papa Johnson, I love it. Just keep all the money and then cash it out once per year. Well, actually smart, to be fair, Megan. I don't disrespect that at all. Smart business model. Yeah, that replay does not help them at all. Every angle shows that Hart gets to the ball like about a solid second before the foot even goes up. That's a red card. I'm sorry, there is no way that's not. I like to try and give the benefit of the doubt, and I know that he was trying to go for the ball, but that's a red card offence. No way it isn't. Yep, he's walking out. The second card's out his pocket. It's going to be a second red. Osanya's going to be taken off the pitch. Yeah, as you said, guys, it's not so much for the high foot or anything, it's for the fact that the studs were shown. I feel for him because, again, it's not intentional, you know that for a fact, but it is 100% a red card. Not a doubt in my mind about it, man, because if that's a young goalkeeper, if that's not someone that's experienced enough to know to hit the ground quickly, that could have been dangerous. I mean, I don't know if any of you watch ice hockey or whatever, but there is a couple of injuries that I've seen watching that shit live that is horrifying, man. Like when someone's skate goes through someone's neck and they're fucking sitting there half bleeding out, you're like, studs aren't that much different. Nice take from my Ada there. There shouldn't be too much time. Half time will probably be coming up in the next kind of 10 seconds or so. I'd imagine we'll have one last crack, which would be this attack, because we've already played 3 minutes over the 1 additional added minutes. Side step, Palmer, nice, goes for the instep, could go for the instep, lays it off. This will be the last chance. It's a dink into the back post, all over the top. and I think that will be half time. Johnston's at least trying to get more expressive, trying to go forward, and this is the thing with St Mirren being down to 10 men. We can just go for blood. I mean, a lot of people in the last few weeks have been talking about goal difference potentially being an issue for us. This is a prime opportunity to take advantage of it. Yeah, the NHL is very fucked up, man. Some of the like injuries you've seen. There was a guy a couple of months ago that got like hit so hard he hit the deck and he just didn't move for like 10 minutes straight. For those that want clarification, by the way, Papa John Senior's one of my pals for college, or at least my college days. Adam. The guy is, the only way to describe him, he's autism incarnate, but I love him to death. Absolutely love him to death, so there you go. He doesn't care about football, he just sometimes pops in to mess around with people that do. Don't take it to heart, boys, don't take it to heart. But it is, yeah, officially half time here, so let's have a look through. Oh yeah, if there's any other games you want me to take a gander at, by the way, throw them in. I'll take a little look. Aberdeen won 3-0. Yeah. How'd this game end? Daniel Armstrong penalty. We love to see it. That will be the most incredible thing that will happen this entire season. They conceded a penalty, conveniently one before the record would be broken by Barcelona. I love that, man. What's your shame? Do you see pre-match that Rodgers was said that they're only going to be bringing in one, if not two players in January? He says that, but it depends on if we lose players, because I know that a lot of people have talked about Matt O'Reilly potentially leaving. Tati, like I said, he seems to be almost guaranteed to be gone by the summer based on the amount of rumours I'm hearing, because Brighton apparently really want this guy. Like they're willing to pay like 25+ million. It's kind of being rumoured, and if they're actually going to pay that amount, then it's tempting, especially with how injury prone he is. It's the same way that Celtic cashed in on Arsenal when Tierney was called for. We knew that he was injury prone, and the way we looked at it, well, it's good money, so wouldn't be the worst thing I'd see. Even if he missed Hart, it would have been a red card. Nah, there would have had to have been contact, but it's where the contact was, because it kind of caught him in the face. But if it was like 2-3 centimetres lower, that your carotid artery is right there, and if that shit gets severed, you bleed out in 2 minutes. You're done. Fair enough. Fair enough, Adam. Always changes all over. And thank you for the sub, man. Very kind. Thank you very much. 3 away for the sub goal for today, so thank you everyone that's doing that. But yeah, you can go get yourself a little cup of tea or a wee pish if that's what you need to do. I can actually see a bit more of chat when I'm on the screen, so that's what I'll do. You also peep the royal flag. I had this in my hallway, but I realised that I could just use it as a kind of fill space between the other two flags. So that's a thing now. Yes. 45 million and we can talk. 45 million just so that they can talk to Hatate. That's not even the transfer fee, that's just to be allowed to talk to him. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that happens in football in like 10 years from now, where there'll be a fee just to speak to a player, not to like even get them. So you imagine the Sky Sports transfer fucking things, man, it'd be funny as hell. Do you see that Marco Telio is heading out on loan? I'll be happy sending out Jan Kwon, Lager and Home as well. Not Lagerbielk, mainly because he still has a purpose and use. I would keep Home as well, mainly for midfield discrepancy. Because again, like you said, if he's only planning on bringing in 1 or 2 players, then we can't get rid of the players we already have. The way that I'm looking at it is that we'll kind of funnel it out. Go on, Hein, and thank you very much for the sub, man. Very appreciated. We're gaining a couple of public subs a day. Usually it's 1 or 2. We've gained about 5 already, so thank you very much. Very kind, man. Thank you. The guy we're linked with is Nicholas Kuhn, looks good. I honestly can't off the top of my head recall who he plays for. Who does Kuhn play for? Yeah, the Hayden Craig, nice to see you, mate. And Joe as well, I just seen you, I just noticed that you came in there, mate. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Hey chaps, dare I ask? And then proceeds to not ask. Get rid of Vata. That's a bit of an iffy one. I wouldn't get rid of Rocco. I still think he serves a very good purpose. If there's any player that I would make sense to send out on loan, it would probably be Johnston mainly. Like, you know, give Mikey some loan time out. See what we did with Scales. Send him out to fucking Aberdeen. Send him out to like Motherwell. Send him out to a team that's going to actually give him minutes, so that when he does come back, there's a chance that he can just settle into first team football should we need it. But it's also going to mean that we can actually free up wage space and stuff as well, especially if it's like a deal where Aberdeen can take him and pay like $2 million to have him permanently, or it could just be a straight swap deal where we can kind of go, you take Mikey, we take Miovski, here's like $3 million on top of that, shut up and take it, and more likely than not they probably will. You'd love to sign a loan Keller? Absolutely, I would love to get a hold of Keller, man. I just know that he'll play differently in a Celtic shirt. Like, anyone that's Irish, as soon as they don the fucking kit that we own, they just play different. That's why I thought Bazunu would have been such a good signing, but Southampton came out and kind of made it clear that they have no intentions of selling him, which is surprising considering the fact that I know for a fact like Aston Villa will probably come in and be like, here's 15 million, and they'll be like, oh please, and you know, immediately snap on it. But it's because they know that Bazunu really does actually like Celtic. It's just like, it's the team he supports. So I thought that would have been a better option. But the one that seems the most likely right now, there's a guy called Fradaski who's Ipswich's #1, and there is obviously Will Dennis for Kelly as well. Although technically he's at Bournemouth. I'm split across the Tesco meal deal. To be fair, most of them are kind of cheap, but there's not many players that I would take for the SPFL, to be honest with you, with the exception of maybe, I don't know, in the back of my head, there's maybe Miovski. Was an ex-St Mirren keeper, ex-Ajax, ex-Bayern and ex-Leipzig as well, so there's actual potential to this boy. Fair enough. Oh, it's good to be in a cast life. I appreciate it, Craig, man. Kind of you as always. Watch Celtic, St Mirren player was born. What the fuck, mate? Honestly, I'm not sure. I can't really scroll out and check comments unless it's like I'm specifically looking for it. Just put it in again or read all day long. It was absolutely a red card, Aiden. Like, again, I like to be lenient in a lot of ways, but it's very similar to Balogun's red card in the sense that it's clear, obvious, and there's no way that you can't not give a red. Because they gave the yellow initially, and I understood why. It's because see when you've seen it in real time, it just looked like they came together. I didn't see that his studs were up. That was the issue. Like, if he went in with his foot at the side, no issues at all. That is a yellow card offence. It's just because the studs were shown. That's why I felt a bit bad for him, because you can tell it wasn't intentional. He was trying to get the ball, but Hot, for once, was just a bit quicker than the player trying to get to him first. You were on about Ipswich keeper, he's the next St Mirren keeper. Although, I think he could be good then. I mean, thinking about it, there's been a couple of decent players that have kind of played. I mean, fucking Kasper Schmeichel was at Partick Thistle, was he not, at one point? It's not as if we've never really produced good goalkeepers before. It's certainly possible. But nah, I stand by it. If we can get Kelleher on loan with the option to buy him permanently for like 7.5, 8 million, I'd love it. When I put feet in, I've just seen that. Yeah, I mean, when you have a Rangers fan that's telling you that it's a red card, that's kind of when you know. But I mean, considering the fact that everything happened in the first 5 or 10 minutes is kind of ridiculous. You know, we haven't done much after like the 15th. We just kind of passed it around them. That was a damn well respectable guess to be filming again. Is there any scorelines that anyone would like me to check? I'm not sure if there's any other games on right now. But if there is, throw them at me and I can check before we kick off again, because we should be underway in about 5 or so minutes. Jack. These are all different names to me, man. See, I always think, like, what about someone like Nubel? Like, Bayern's second and, well, not even second, third in command. German, young, 6'3", capable. People will get more comfortable with their 6-0 predictions, we'll love to see it. I just read that in a dairy voice, to be fair, Fire Gamer. We don't need a midfielder, we could play the goal, James McCarthy, way! So we're trading for a caravan. The only game that is the AC Milan game that kicks off at 8. Oh right, so there's no other actual games on, fair enough. Well shit, keep up. Okay, I'll do that right now, give me a second. Fourth shock. I just get Elden Ring. I'm just going to type in player and see what comes up. No, I just keep getting the Elden Ring things. Are you talking about Marius Wolf? Because that's the only one that's coming up that's got a name like that. There is no player. Fuck knows. I'm just getting a Elden Ring NPC that's spelled slightly differently. Fair enough. Is he like a youth keeper or something? Maybe that's why. The personal trainer's an ex-Celtic youth player and he played for Falkirk, Dundee, Aberdeen, and he's now told me that James McCarthy earns a small sum of just under 30k a week. Throw him to the wolves! Get rid of him! The players are going to come out relatively soon. Oh, sandwich, that's bad, man. Fuck. If you want an easy way to get that stain out your carpet though, shaving foam, put it on your fingernails and scratch your carpet. Trust me when I say it works. Finlay Pollock, could do. I mean, even Jamie McGrath Aberdeen wouldn't be a bad one. The other one that I've kind of mentioned once or twice is Polvara. I think he's quite good for SPFL level 2. Obviously Shankland as well, but he's more or less a dead set for Rangers at this point in time. Just hope they'll make a difference for both Rangers and Liverpool. Liverpool will strengthen where they need to, but they won't really do anything that's without their extended means. Pick layers are the only job. Nah. Clippers, man. Because you get cool ass designs on them. Look at this. He stares into your soul. McCarthy and Bain need to go, probably Kwon as well. For me it's Kobayashi. I think he's one of the ones that needs to go. The Gucci's already dead set. He's leaving to, I think, go gamble Osaka on the 15th of January for 850 grand. So we made 50k profit on him. That's cool. Who else would I realistically consider Deadwood in that team? That would need to kind of go. There's not too many uncrucial players. It's just that some of them aren't good enough unless you replace them. But again, if Rodgers is only planning to upgrade 1 or 2 positions and strengthening 1 or 2 others, then we'll just need to see how we look at the end of it. Is there a keeper that is a free agent? Yeah, that's Will Dennis. That's Kelly's goal. Again, he's at Bournemouth without contract at the end of the season. Joseph Sinclair, man, thank you very much for the sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you for joining the huddle, my boy. Just don't get out of the board of taking, could have taken loan deals, salty football. It depends if any team wants them. Obviously, the J League might be interested, and the K League might be interested as well. It's just a case of keeping an eye out. But we're about to get underway for the second half. St Mirren players and all that are walking out. We've hit the sub goal for this stream, so thank you very much. Any additional help or subs for here will just be bonuses. But thank you very much. Very cool. Frank McGarvey. Yeah. For fuck's sake, man. Oh yeah, spare a moment, by the way, because bear in mind, right, we've got Japanese players that are playing on this pitch right now while their countries just went through an earthquake. I'm not sure if people have seen it or not, but my god. It's like one of their provinces, I think it's called Nato, that got absolutely fucked up by an earthquake. I know that there's a few people that have died for it. It's not like one of the ones, like the one back in 2011 that took out 10,000-15,000, but it's still, you know, food for thought, man. These boys are playing through that, so give them all the respect in the world where it's due. But St Mirren are going to try and go forward here, see if they can open up lanes straight out from kick-off. Seems to be a bit more bite in their quick play, but nothing that will cause too many problems, hopefully. As long as we have a stable 15 minutes or so, St Mirren will eventually kind of sit back in and play for goal difference. You'd think they would have worked on having one deal sorted for the first day of the transfer window to get them out the door. See, that's what I thought they were doing with Kobayashi, but to be fair, his fell through. But it's kind of hard to sort deals on quick notice. And again, Rodgers, he won't let people leave unless there's a designated reason to actually allow it to do so. I have a friend on Twitch that lives in Japan, haven't heard from it all in the last few days, hope you fuck. Well, what region does she live in? Because if it's anywhere near Tokyo, then she's fine. But the kind of further west you go from Tokyo, the worse it gets. No big tsunami, true. But these boys are playing through that for the sake of this club. So anyone that ever doubts their heart or their spirit again, kindly go fuck yourself, because these boys are, I mean, they're showing a different type of passion today. Kyogo's playing a bit quieter, admittedly, but that's not to disrespect him in the slightest. It's just a simple case he's sat in a bit deeper so that we can open up 1 runs. I think that was an offside run, so St Mirren have a kind of free kick in their own half. Yeah, it's because it hit really, like, it hit a kind of rural area, and that's the thankful part, but people are still in that area and they're still affected. It's like 10,000 were evacuated, I know that, and I think the death toll's like 15 or something. But it's still horrible, man. Any loss of life is, especially when it's just in your own home, man. That's like this fucking flat collapsing on me, you know. That's how easy it is. But with respect for the fallen, we'll not talk about it too much further. That's a bit better. Oh my god, no way. Scales has just fucking won the ball back outside about 20 yards. Outside of the edge of the area, Maeda lays it off. 1-2 passing. Johnston can't get there, but there will be runs on. Scales has a half crack. Kind of gets taken out, but it should just be a goal kick for St Mirren. Unless it took a deflection off a man drawing, I'm not too sure. I think it might be a corner actually, I'm not. Fair enough. For a striker, that is a good challenge. She's in Tokyo, right, okay, she'll be most likely okay then, Gaz, but she might be out of service. Ball swung into space, played in behind, that could be a good chance for 3! Takes a bounce out, somehow doesn't really get anywhere past the St Mirren player, and they're just about to be able to clear it away. Fraser's panicking. Eventually it's played out for a Celtic throw-in, not bad. Jesus. Ah, we're back to 1 sub away. Yes, we'll love to see it. That's a good ball in. Oh, that's a decent clearance away. Gogic wasn't taking any risk with that, just popped it as far away as he could. Celtic throw in. High line press, for St Mirren, straight back out for another Celtic throw in, quickly dispersed by O'Reilly this time. Gathered, moved and just about dealt with by St Mirren, but they have to keep their feet and what about them. Rolled out towards the side and not gathered by any stretch or imagination of the means. As long as they're keeping the... Oh yeah, I just got an email for YouTube. This video cannot be monetized. Fair enough. It's probably just a bit of music or something. Oh, Taylor's gone down Houghton. I think he might have took a sort of one on the ankle. Although he doesn't look comfortable at all, man. He looks like he's... Yeah, I mean, he kind of got his ankle troddied on, so it's definitely one of those pure sore bastards that sting for a bit. It's more than fair enough, I suppose, but Taylor does not look happy, man, because his sock is stitched out, so it definitely was it wasn't like a bad stamp or anything, but he definitely felt it. That's for damn sure. That's one of those ones that, like, see when a mitre ball scales the back of your leg when it's raining. Honestly, looking at the US causing earthquakes with the HARP, right? True. It's worse when you've got friends in Japan. If I'd done a fair, honestly, I don't think. Yeah. It's the last thing, yeah, especially on New Year's Day, man. It's just, like, welcome to the new year, go fuck yourself. That's essentially what the Mother Nature just said to Japan. But the bright sign is that it could have always been worse, so. Yeah, see, if there's one thing that I'm glad this country doesn't have the capability of producing strong amounts, is tornadoes. Because we would be a hotspot if it wasn't for the fact that we have mountains. If we didn't have mountains, we would be a fucking breeding ground for tornadoes. Because we're right in the path of the Gulf Stream, and every summer that gets pushed up, so there's higher chances for metacyclones or mesocyclones and stuff, so that's usually why we get pure heavy rain. Thank God you never went to the game. Yeah, I mean, the mist is slowly ascending, to be fair. It kind of feels more like a October night than a January one, if that makes sense. But the pitch is still in very good condition. I mean, you give credit to the groundskeeper where it's due. Not too many divots or holes. That's a loose ball. St Mirren might be put under pressure here. Kyogo will engage a chase. Respectable pressure, but it doesn't quite work out for him. England's had a good few, yeah, but that's because they don't have as many mountains and they're closer to the actual main path of the Gulf Stream. The strongest Scotland's ever had's an F2, low end F2, which is like winds of about 110, 120 miles an hour, and it was a tiny wee thing that was like maybe less than the size of this room. It lasted 12 minutes, so more than most people in bed. Oh, Palmer, go on, son. Have a crack. That's... I'm not sure what to honestly make of that, but I'll just say it was a very poor shot. He did well to try and keep it low enough, but when you're hitting it like that, it's all about direction. Didn't pick the direction at all, and it just kind of straight over the ball. St Mirren have played out the goal kick, and they've actually done well to keep it under control. Mandron's kept it. Rolls it. Here's Fraser on the run. Just decides fuck you, I'm not using the wings, I'm just going to go straight for it myself. Fair play. He's actually got through as well. Damn fair play. Really good dribble for that. It's still got it though. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I want to get that clear before I say anything else. Nice, they do get it away. Maeda bundles his man over, trying to win it. Should just be an easy throw in or foul. At least Robinson's had a laugh with him that. Oh yeah, the reserves, like, I mean, we have a good youth setup when it comes to Scotland, but not necessarily with anything else. Need to get them out as soon as they're 18. That I do agree with. Because that's what we did with Callum McGregor and stuff like that. You know, we sent him out to Knox County to give him development time because it made sense. We could be doing that with players like Rocco Vata, who he could suit, you know, playing down with like a, I don't know, like a Leeds or something, I don't know. But certainly at the SPFL you could probably pork out most of the Scots in there. Like, I mean, Mitchell Frame, he's a perfect, actually, Mitchell Frame's probably the best example. Get that boy some time out on loan at like a Wraith or even like a, you know, low-end SPL top flight team. Maybe not a Livingston because they play a lot of boring bastards, but... Well, there's a first change on the pitch officially. Palma is off, Yang is on, that's the first call for us to date. Robert's put it in chat as well for those that have missed it, so thank you very much, Robert. Good thing that houses are built real good in the UK. Yeah, I mean, that's fundamentally why we don't have too many deaths. Because there was one in Manchester about a week ago that ripped a couple of like roofs off the houses, but the foundations stayed completely fine. We're a stormy island, so we're used to high winds. Like, that's what I find funny about Americans, because like F0s and F1s will kill people, but that's just normal winds in this country. Like 70, 80 miles an hour. We have that at least 4 times a year whenever the season changes. But at the same time, America can also have winds up to like 340 mile an hour, and I mean, the most I've ever been able to stand outside in is about 95. About 100, you know, that way where you're leaning forward to stay straight. Oh, St Mirren have a crack! Yeah, it's a fucking walloper's shot right there, man. Doesn't even... That Taylor has let Johnston's mark out get to him, man, because he got into space, could have passed it in, and instead... Man, aye. That's out for a throw-in. Arizona's mostly plains. Like, what you'll find is most, like... Again, what are the name of the alleys, right? You've got the Tornado Alley, the Dixie Alley, and the Manitoba Alley up in Canada, right? Like, Canada have fiercer tornadoes on average. Like, they'll usually average like an F3. Like, America averages F2. But when they have F5s, my fucking god, are they fierce, man. Like, Joplin's probably the best example I can think off the top of my head, but you've got a bunch of them, like El Reno. There's another example, Plainview. That one's the most terrifying because it was rain-wrapped and 2 fucking mile wide. But even Germany's had F5s. That's the last I'll talk about tornadoes because it's probably going to bore people, but yeah. Look up the Black Forest tornado if you want to see the worst one in Europe. Ball's whipped in. Oh, please, go on, have a half volley, Bernardo. This is your territory. Steady lays it off on McGregor. That enrages me so much. Whipped into the box eventually, cleared away by Gogic. We seem to be content with just using the wings, but I'd like to see a bit more central shooting, boys. That's what worked for us in the opening 10 minutes. I'd like to... Oh, that's good for Yang, though. Gets it into space, still very much alive for us if we wanted to go for the longing cross. Doesn't go for it though, lays it in for space instead, McGregor. To Novritsky, good take, good handle. Maeda has a half spinner shot and it's straight into the hands of Hemming, but at the very least it was on target and a threat, so we'll take those. The Hosier Alley and Michiana, or I'm presuming that's Michigan. Get them all loaned into the low leagues, but keep them in the low league as they won't progress. Well, I mean, the B League, the Celtic B team does play in the Lowland League, right? Because they play in the same league that Albion Rovers do. You know what I mean? It's weird for me because I've literally seen Albion Rovers play Celtic's fucking B team. and it confuses me because I'm like, who do I support in this situation? Obviously at local level, Albion Rovers, but if like Celtic and Albion Rovers played, I'd support Celtic. Just, you know, I'm not going to be that plastic. Lower League is dead. There's a couple of good teams. Cowdenbeath, Albion Rovers, you've got like Stirling Uni and all that as well. Like good places where you can go and get some good developmental time. And there's certainly players that could benefit from that in our system. But I think players like Rocco Vat and Mitchell Frame, they're more designated for like championship or like again relegation SPL top flight kind of teams, you know, middle ground players. That's a great spin out pass. Oh my fucking god, Yang's just been given the world. Great ball into. How's that not ended up in a goal? Big miss. I think it was Paolo that got there first. It was either a really good and crucial block for Hemmings, or it was just a very scuff shot into the ground by Paolo, but either way, straight into space again. Yang skips past his man again. His passing has been fabulous. Palmer. Oh, that's a well taken chance. I was going to say Palmer hasn't been too much of a thing in this game, because it's probably why they took him off for Yang rather than Maeda, because Palmer wasn't doing that enough. He wasn't getting those in behind runs, but Yang immediately gets it in behind. Beautiful take. And then again from the rebound we have another half chance as well. Paulo gets another shot off and it's a strong hand. Keeps it out. Why are we talking about tornadoes? Because they're cool, Flash. That is all. Jockstein wanted Celtic be playing and winning nothing, no promotion or relegated. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Oh shit, here's a chance. Taylor! Taylor! Yes, boyo! Go on, son! He fucking deserved that. Yes, my boy! Fucking excelente, man. I'm not sure if he's offside or not. It's going to be a very tight call. But it's a lovely finish. Manages to redirect it brilliantly for Bernardo's pass. Can't really say the goalkeeper covered himself in a lot of glory there, because it was straight through his gloves. But considering that he had to take that on kind of a half volley basis, lovely finish. Lovely finish for Taylor, man. Beautiful stuff. Fabulous. That might be game, set and match, boys. I don't see St Mirren doing shit all for here. Anything else is just bonus for goal difference. Taylor with a goal. Beautiful finish. Beautiful football all round. Nice. We love to see it. We're in Coatbridge. Well. Shit, St Mirren, another half chance there. I'm based around, kind of around Cutwood. And I imagine a good few. There are definitely a good few that are from the area. Again, the North Lanarkshire accent's a bit weird. The brig. That's what we call ourselves here. Like, you don't say, oh, I'm fae Coatbridge, you just say, oh, I'm fae the Rigs. Because it's an Old Testament name, because we used to be a very, 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 very well known, like, steel part of the country. Like, I'll put it like this, Airdrie and Coatbridge were running contenders to be a capital back in the early days of our town's history. That's how important we were to the steel industry. The first ever self-mining equipment was built in Airdrie. So there's a lot of history in North Lanarkshire. But our accents are weird. I know, man, you're Rutherglen, ain't you, Dylan? Around that area anyway. Yeah, your cake, henceforth you're back. Love to see how you doing, MK. Welcome back, mate. You picked the perfect time. And speaking of good timing, it makes sense to give these boys some fitness minutes. Big commiserations to the two that are coming off, because they both had good games, Maeda and Navritsky. They'll go and get some rest. Abada and Lagerbjerg, they'll be coming on to see this one out for the end of it. 25% left on your phone battery. This recovery truck better hurry up. Oof. I hate sitting when you have like limited battery in any capacity. I'll make sure to respond to you before that battery runs out then. Happy New Year to you too, mate. How you doing for Scott? Hope you're well, man. The iron bar, Motherwell is where you'd process all the steel. Big Blue, as they like to. Well, that's what they used to call it anyway. The old iron mill up there. Because most of my family, a lot of my family history stems from people that worked up in Ravenscraig. So, trust me, I know my local history, boys. You know what I mean? I've been to Summerlee. I know my shit. Let's go. Nice for Taylor. Could run that into space. I've already broke down again. I don't think she's that rich. And if she is, then fair enough. You're in the Morrison City Starfish. Yes. Are you stuck in a car or something? Is that it? Oh, in Renfrew? That's quite cool. What's your daughter's name? Because I genuinely might have bumped into her. Because, again, Cutwood has a couple of shops, admittedly, but if it's the one down lower towards the M8, then yeah, I probably would have bumped into her once or twice. They're always busy, Megan. They make that excuse up all the time. You feel that you talk too much. Not just that, it's, see, because I'm trying to have conversations with, like, at any given point in time about 20 people, it's just hard to kind of, you know, speed run between conversations. It's not an insult to you, mate, not at all. Your tyre exploded. Fucking hell, man. That is some Looney Tunes shit right there. Tyre literally just went, that it's all, folks. Oppenheimer on you, man, that is... Yeah, pain in the ass wouldn't even begin to describe it. My wee brother's had a car for like a year and he hates the thing. Like, he loves it because it gets him everywhere, but he fucking hates it for how much it costs him. Oh, good for Taylor. Nice. Shimmy it. Go. Yang, who's done so well in the... Oh my god, his footwork is incredible. Good shot as well. Save. He's won it back though. Still keeping the pressure alive. I'm really liking the sub choice for Rodgers to bring Yang on in the left. I'm telling you now, the reason why he's shite in the right wing is because he's so good with that left foot. That cutting is so good, man. And people don't like Yang. The same reasons they don't like O, because he's not a flashy player, but Yang does the fundamentals so well, man. Absolutely gorgeous, that. Keeps it flowing, nice. Take, to be fair, he should just keep that under wraps, rolls it into space, looking for options. Nice, scales. We'll receive it from Lagerbjörk. Taylor looking for the pass, it just about makes it out towards Yang. Here he goes again. Forces the cross, that one's not great. But it will be kept in. I'd imagine there would be an offside call, if not then it went behind the goal. Now's not time for hiccups, my man Bowie. Wish the game was more accessible for the US. I mean, I have one or two like Lassie pals that are American, and they've kind of broken down how it works over there, but it's all money orientated, which I find stupid, considering the fact that most ballers that have ever existed have came from broken ass places. Like Brazilians, most of their best players literally dance around the streets in the favelas to learn their trade. Like in England you've got London, or the boroughs as they call them. That's where you make your name there, but in Scotland it's usually Glasgow or Edinburgh. Nice, okay, good. Scales goes for the quick pass, nice layoff attempt. To be fair, we've kept the pressure on them though, they're panicking a wee bit, we've won the ball back again, clear the way. They are not looking happy at all, St Mirren, they're under constant pressure. Barely been in our half since like the 55th minute. Yang, cut straight into space again, ball over the top, should be four and it's missed, it's a sitter from Kyogo, and I knew it was going to come at some point, but not like that, wee man. I know he's not the strongest header of a ball in the world, but he had no mark on him at all there. He got away for his man, clean run. Beautiful ball in for Taylor, and it's not even a bad header, it just kind of daisies past the post a little bit. Ah, it's a shame, man. He deserved a goal because he made the perfect run. That's unlucky, but should have scored it, wee man. I'm just happy we're 3-0 up and it's not 0-0, because that would have been frustrating if it was. Give credit to Taylor though, man. He's came into the second half with a vengeance. He's got a point to prove. And there's a Tatty and O getting warmed up as well. Couple more changes of the Asian persuasion. We'll love to see it. The question is, who's he going to come on for? I would imagine it would be O'Reilly, right? Maybe Paolo, I'm not too sure. O will come on for Kyogo, that kind of makes obvious sense. If not, then I'll probably take him off for O'Reilly, drop him up and then put Hatate on for Paolo anyway. Because we might as well go all out attack, man. We're 3-0 up and we might as well just hammer in at the goal difference, see what happens. For 4K, I'll drive you about. Aye, I'm sure that's the game plan for Scott Love this year. Need to get my car into mechanic for nearly a month now. Can't get booking brakes or grinding at this point. I mean, there's always rudimentary fixes to a lot of issues. Like, for instance, if your tyre's blown out, one thing that you can do, if you have one of them, it's called a rubber kit. And essentially what you do, it's like a small twisty piece of rubber, put it into the place where it's blown up, blow your tyre up, and then use your spit as a way to see. And if it like bubbles up, then there's air still in the tyre, and it's still leaking air. And if it doesn't bubble up, then congratulations, your tyre's fixed. But they've just brought on the changes in it. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Bernardo's going to come off for Hatate, and Kyogo's going to come off for O. Just to see the final 20 minutes or so of this game out. Lozoni will score. Undoubtedly so. I can't wait for him to score an overhead kick for 60 yards. So good. What should we do with Paolo? Just watch his development over the next 6 months. If he keeps getting better, then we do it with Abuja, bite the bullet and buy him. Because apparently it's about, what, 7.5 million? Around that we'd need to pay if we wanted him permanently. Anglo-Indian. That's a cool way to phrase it, to be fair. We just call that a multicultural man. They're both substitute. Aye, honestly, that goal was a fucking perler, by the way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it wasn't like right into either corner, but to look the keeper for about 35 yards out as a goalkeeper that's been brought on as an emergency substitution because they can't field any other players is fucking insane. I guarantee if any of you watch football this week for Mirren, then chances are you'll probably see that goal in it because it was an absolute fucking scorcher too. There's been a lot of belters of goals in Scotland this week, man. Even one or two this game have been absolutely brilliant. Nice switch. Oh, Rio, what a day. Oh, Rio, what a day. There he is. Go on. Run at him, my boy. Gets into his space. There's a perfect cutter pass straight in his space as well. Oh, that's a really good double stop, to be fair, for Hemmings. Good shot, good save, good play all round there. No problems for either side. Rio's got it. The banana boots, man, you love to see it. Straight into the box again, takes a dead touch, it cannons off of him. No, he can't keep it dead and under control, unfortunately for us. I like Bernardo, but like I wasn't sure where to start on, but he's fitted nicely into the team. Yeah, it's the exact same as Scales. He's like a player that at the start of the season you're like, oh, he might be useful, because he was like a last ditch emergency loan signing, so honestly I didn't really have too much of an opinion on him. But he's growing on me. I like the way he plays. That's a big chance again. That could have been a first goal back for Leo. Or was it O that made the inside run? It was a great ball. Again from Johnston. That's unlucky, man. That's really unlucky. The bad I made the near post run. I couldn't really flick it into space, man. It was the right idea, but corner kick for us instead. O'Reilly's teeing up for it. The Norwich City mental health advert's class. Yeah, well, that is probably one of the best. See, when I first watched it, it kind of caught me off guard. Because, like, I mean, if it's not obvious, I'm someone that very much has struggled with mental health and still does very much struggle with mental health to this day. That advert hit home. Because, like, again, I've known cunts from high school that were always pure happy and... No, they're not with us anymore. Let's say that much. It's a shame. Nice, good for St Mirren. That's actually a really good passing behind. They might be able to do something. It's the first time they've been anywhere near us in about half an hour, but no real pressure's put on that either. It's going to be gathered back by them. They try and get the cut behind. Doesn't necessarily work out, and forward we roll. Spread out towards Rio. Here he is. Takes a step inside, still going. Good feet, good control. Keep it I was going to say keep it simple there. He just steadies himself and gets it away eventually. Rolled in towards Rio, keeps it on the ground. Functional, pure, lovely. McGregor keeps it simple. Taylor, good pass in behind. Tried to go for the 1-2 between him and Rio there. Couldn't quite get it under control. So towards the skipper. Let's see where he goes. Slaps it in towards Rio. Still very much in dangerous territory for St Mirren, but they seem to be boxing themselves in. I think they realise that goal difference might play a part in their top 6 hopes this season, so prioritise that. Rio has a crack for range though, and that was not a bad effort at all. There was certainly power on it, maybe not so the direction. Could China and India produce many good players for the future? It depends on how they develop. You know what I mean? Like how you give players a time to develop. Like China, no, because they have a buy long mentality, which is they lie down and die flat. I think it's what it's translated to, but most of the youth don't give a fuck about sports. They prioritise work. So maybe not there, but India maybe, and maybe in certain areas, you know. I'm not sure if there's any. It's probably because cricket's a more popular sport, so. The men's shedding up here. Don't even fucking speak to me about that goddamn toilet, man. The smell in there is enough to kill him. Never mind a grown man, a fucking fully grown horse. It's not McCarthy or a youth player if Japan goes far. Neither. We've got home. We've got Awata. There's a big chance for... Oh my god, good save again for Hemmings. He took that one in the nutsack. Fucking goddamn. Alright, well, if St Mirren have any real claim for a man of the match, it's absolutely 100% their goalkeeper. Even though he's conceded 3 times. Boyd Munson's going to come off. Alex Grieve. Pretty sure he's Australian. But Alex Grieve is on. That'll be good for him. Chinese and Indians are usually better with their brains than hands and feet. Stereotypically, yeah. Oh, we've just hit the post. Scales just hit the post. That is so unlucky. Does well, gets up, heads it, and it is that near post set piece that someone was mentioning earlier on. It was a solid header and it just kind of dinks off the midpoint off the upright. That's so unlucky, man. It's always possible, MK, mate. If they give enough pitches and enough places and enough ways for you to get into like an official scheme of sorts, then bang. We get used to it, yeah, true. That might be lucky for you, but I'll have one of those cards that allow me that. I don't necessarily care, man. If worse comes to worse, I'll just climb up the wall at the back of it and go into the bushes. I did that when I was a kid during one of the like league playoff games. I'd say so, sandwich. Fake taxi for Megan. Cameo shit boy. We don't do none of that scallywagging on this ship. Keep it calm. Well, Celtic do have academies all across the world. You know, we have academies even in Palestine now, so there's definitely ways, but I'm talking about like your actual, you know, the Indian FA prioritising like developing a youth system and having a way to pay players, or more importantly having a league that produces players and gives them constant development time, because I know India doesn't really have a strong footballing league system. It's usually regional rather than a national system. You need to basically do what America did, break them down into tiers and regions, and then have select representatives for you know, each city. Or like what Qatar do, where they have like Doha as a region with a league, and then wherever else with a, you know, region as a league. That's a good take. Go on, move. Lovely pass from McGregor. It's opened up routes. Taylor. Well gathered, well dealt with. Keeps it under control. Here's Yang. Oh my god, he's sold him a dream again. This guy is so good at that. Ball into the box. Go on. Hit it. Whack it. With your soul. Gets into the box again. Well cleared away this time. Fuck. Eventually the foul's given. I think O's the one that's been given against it is, yep. That's a little unlucky. Again, a lovely ball into the box. Taylor has put some stunningly accurate crosses in. But St Mirren are just playing lock-up defence now. They do not give it a shit. Their priority is to just steady their ship. Celtic have academies and all Asian. Wait, they fucking reached out to you? Is that what that is? Ain't no fucking way. That's insane. Fair play. Fair play. I thought it was just for the meme. That's class. The daughter is Emma, she's long red hair, that works here. Oh, right, okay. Are you talking about the one that's up? Are you talking about Aziz? Or I mean, it used to be known as Azizi, so I've not been up that way in a while, but the one that's near our... I'm trying to think of a way to kind of describe it without giving my location away for anyone that's a little obsessive. But close to the big slopey hills. That might be a good way to describe it actually. Good unfair Varda, that's cleared away. Abada's on his feet again, taking another shot, and a Hemmings again, by the way. Tell you what, man, credit where it's due, that guy has woke up this second half. Good effort for Abada there. Oof, yeah, slow-mo helps his cause, so was in the way trying to block that punt. Yeah. Yes. I was like, it had to have been a joke, lost cause, so I'm confused by that. If not more chavvy. I love that to be fair. Just know your self-worth, man. Make sure you secure that bag and make sure that bag is filled with fucking nothing but solid gold. All the power to you, man. That is a thing actually, I'm curious about that. Have you actually had any like professional athletes or footballers like hit you up? That would be that's an interesting one. The wee Edge shop, yeah right, okay, I know who you're talking about, no fucking way. I'm going to walk in there at some point now and I'm just going to be like, your dad's in my chat half the time, and just walk out, not buy anything. Trust, I can 100% clarify to you that she's a real person. 100% a real person. I mean, I'm one of the few dudes that she probably speaks to that doesn't give a fuck about seeing her naked. We talk about football. We talk about transfer signings, boy. I don't know if it's just because my brain's wired differently or not, but I don't see Megan as like a sexual outlet, if you will. I think it's amazing that she knows as much ball as she does, man. Like, she knows how to handle balls, but she also knows how to, like, have ball knowledge. It's respectable as fuck, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, fair play, secure it, man. Because you have wee lassies that will be really stupid and they'll just sell their soul out the gate. She's a businesswoman, man. She's smart. How much will you give to the club? I give them my time, that's enough, realistically, okay? That's Clyde's confidentiality. Oh god, man. Kyogo's Japanese translator sliding in. Hello, I am here for a good time. That's so good. Nice. Oh, that's good for St Mirren if they can do something with it. Even better for George. Genuinely, despite the fact that he's not made a goal contribution, I am considering giving him man of the match. He has been fucking dominant on that side. They have not had a lick. They've not been able to get a cross in. They've not been able to do anything from that side. Johnston is playing full on lockdown, man. It's like he's in the NBA. Good old fashioned big mentality. We'll love to see that. Played into space. Nice. Go. Go. McGregor, move. Why would you go backwards there? I do not know, but Scales has it in the end. Or had it in the end. It kind of went away for his feet. Taylor just delivers it back to him. Whip ball out towards Yang, who's been a very good substitute performance. Probably the best substitute performance we've seen for him in a long time. Well taken, well gathered. Still very much in their box. Taylor gets his body in the way. I fucking love the way he's played today, man. Our fullbacks have been crucial to how this game's going. That is true, yeah. She's quite popular, 300,000, man. She's put him off, and yet she's sitting in a guy's chat that literally just shouts at Celtic. That's how you know she's genuine. A poll for Whit Levi, or for Whitfire. But hello Levi, hi, how are you? Hope you're well. I just don't use it because there's too many. Again, it's not really my thing. See, what's the way to describe me? Because it's not asexual, because I still get aroused or whatever the fuck, but I do not. Again, I don't want to go into too much detail on it for obvious reasons, but I don't care about it. Like, I can look at someone naked and just kind of be like, cool. You know, I could go in naked and afraid and not be even slightly intimidated because I'm comfortable with my body and I don't really give a shit about judging someone else's, so it is what it is. Lovely Fans, that's a good name though, I will admit. Paolo and Palmer sitting on the bench. You can tell they're probably actually quite good bros off the park. Celtic are going to win. We're absolutely going to win, Levi, not a problem or a thing about it. That's exactly it, man. That's what I try and like bring to this channel. It doesn't matter what background you come from or, you know, what your opinion on Celtic is. If you just want a place to chill out, this place is probably as good as any, because most of the time I'm just shouting at something else. That's why I like doing this, because I wasn't expecting to build a community, man. I was expecting to have like 20 viewers at the max and then I'd give up about 6 months in, but instead I'm doing more than fine. Nah, I don't see Celtic messing this up in any way, shape or form. If they do, I will literally end my life on stream. You have my blessing and word on that. Taylor's instead got into the box. Go on, put it to bed. Oh, Johnston! Johnston, no! wanted you to get your goal, son. I said I felt it in my bones. He almost had it. It either took a deflection or it was just wide. That is so painful, man. He deserved it. He honestly deserved it, man. Fair enough, first cut. But no, like, I mean, as a guy that, like, again, if you go to a public gym, for instance, and you use the showers after it, you kind of get used to just, it is what it is. Oh, that has to be four. Surely into the box, bounces around, cleared away. It might be a corner, if not a goal kick, but it can end off with someone. I think it came off the O in the end. Let's see what the slow-mo shows. Well, it came off of the St Mirren player. Bounced up and over. It might have hit O on the chest or the arm on the way up or over, but it didn't look like it. I think St Mirren might have got away with one slightly there, but we're not really going to begrudge it. We're 3-0 up and vibing. My favourite team, Celtic. Is everyone's favourite team? That's why we exist, my boy. Oh, that's very kind of you, Megan. That's kind of what I try and do, though, because a lot of people, like, will exaggerate themselves in a lot of ways, and I guess I do in some aspects too. Like, off stream I'm a lot quieter, like I don't speak as much and my voice is a lot lower down. Like, if I speak normally, this is how I talk. Like, it's a lot harder to hear, so I kind of put some boom into it so that people can understand. There's only 3 additional minutes, so there's about well, I mean, on my screen anyway, there's about a minute and a half or so left to, well, not a minute and a half or so, about 2.5 minutes left to go, sorry. Nice side step. Yeah, that's genuinely how it works, Megan, in most of them. At least the ones that I've been to anyway. I mean, if you want to put it in any, just go to Finland, man. Like, if you go into any sauna in Finland, they will sit there bollocks out. They do not give a shit, man. They will stand in the snow shriveled up to that size and not blink. Because they know at the end of the day they're just doing what nature intends, which is getting clean. Who can vote that? Guess it's just different wherever you go, I suppose. But I used to do a lot of nature stuff, like for instance, Outward Bound, if anyone knows what that is. That was the thing where I climbed Ben Nevis and did like the whole leap of faith and all that shit, but the showers were outdoors. And if you wanted to shower, you went whenever the fuck you wanted, but if someone else was there, you just had to accept it and either leave immediately or just shower. Maybe my innocent little brain has been exposed to too much. For the most part, Megan, nah. I guess if they're self-conscious or insecure, I imagine it's the same way it works for lassies. If you're comfortable in your own skin, there's no issue. But if you are uncomfortable in your own skin, you'll be a lot less comfortable in situations like that. That's a good sidestep. Go on, yeah, and put it to bed, son. Make it 4. Oh, it's bobbled out again. No fucking way. We really should have had a 4th by now. St Mirren are lucky that right now as it stands there's only 3 that's going in, because there should have been a lot more. Cut back, might actually still be on though. Shots taken, deflects, high bounce, cleared away. Not really gathered, but still on the edge of the area. Popped over, and it's going to be gathered by their goalkeeper, who, as I said, is probably the only man in the match. Mostly he's carrying hide behind towels. That surprises. I mean, maybe my family are just fucked up, but they don't honestly care either. Like, it is what it is, I suppose. I guess some people are just more comfortable than others. We've got about 10 seconds left in this game, and then St Mirren suffering is done and dusted, which is always good for us. Comfortable win. I mean, 2-0 is what I predicted, but I'll happily take a 3-0. When you consider how good the opening 10 minutes were, the scoreline's a wee bit but can't really fault it in the slightest, and that is indeed a full time. I'm very pleased, very happy, very cool, very pog. Good shit. Absolutely love to see it. Well, I guess I don't need to scream very loud into it. Bed now, 2 AM. Thank you very much, mate. You enjoy yourself, Scott. Catch you after for Scott, but for those that are wanting to stick around, I'm going to scream very loudly now, so that's a thing. Okay. Oh yeah, right, I should pop one of these wee bastards and all, actually. Me when your mom. Oof. It didn't even come out the thing. Stayed inside it. Right, well that was a waste of fucking time and effort and money. Cool. Fair enough. For the win and for the victory. Yes! Guarantees! A little less loud because, I mean, it's St Mirren. It is what it is. Yeah, baby, we win these. Victory Royale and all that good jazz. Oh wait, now that the game's done, I can actually respond to people. I'll see what you said first, Megan, because it's Instagram that's, well, it's the first notification I see, actually. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Let's have a look at the stats, because I haven't actually had a chance to look into them. Yeah, they didn't have a shot on target. No wonder Hart had an easy time of things. But the game really died as soon as that your red card came in. There's not really much they could have done. 24 shots, 11 on target, 73% of the ball too. Nearly treble the passes. I would say closer to more comfortably over double. But much better passing accuracy, less fouls, no yellows. No yellows or reds. Absolutely good to see that. We didn't play a physical game today. Only one offside, multiple corner attempts, and at the end of it all, we're still comfortably where we need to be. Obviously, Rangers still have their 2 games in hand. Give them credit where it's due for winning against Kelly. That would have been one of the harder games at the start of the month. But there is a break now, for those that are obviously aware and curious. There will not be a game for Celtic for a good while, not until Bucky Thistle, I believe, in the 21st. That is true, right there. So there's that. But I'll be making videos and stuff to kind of keep people tied over until the ties come up. Because I'm not even sure if I'll be doing the Bucky Thistle game, because it's a cup game, and I took it off last year because it was Green at Morton, and I knew that we were going to win that game like 5 or 6-0. But yeah, the rest of the run-in's a little bit more difficult after that though. We've got a few hard stretches, including those bastards. God damn it, Kelly again. But when you consider the fact that we had 2 really awkward back-to-back league defeats, it's a lovely bounce back. 2-0 v Livy, safe and sound. 3-0 v Dundee, easy as you like. Simple, pure, effective Old Firm win, and a comfortable 3-0 scud. And they sit Mirren on top of that all, and again, that table is more than justified. We deserve that, absolutely deserve to be up there. Pillars. Scott, can you let go, just? I just hear junk rat. Someone call the fire brigade, because I'm on a roll. I love that, fair enough. The only thing I hate is the Scottish rip my heart out. God damn. I'm 14 and this is deep. We'll love to see it, man. Is that what, right, okay, is that the poll that people were wanting? Should I make an OnlyFans? Not a chance in hell. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not actually bad in that department, right? I'm like 6'3". I'm, I guess what you'd call slim strong. And again, Scottish and Nordic genes, so you do the mathematics on what that means. Are you going to the Bucky Thistle game? Nah, not necessarily. I mean, I might do it, actually, to be fair. It really just depends, but most likely not. Again, it's a cup match, so I don't necessarily mind early cup matches, because again, I don't see any world, no matter how bad we've been at some points in the season, us losing to Bucky Thistle. We could field the B team, the Celtic B team, and still beat Bucky Thistle, because they've already done that this season, so in my head that's the way it works for me. See, every time I hear that top of the league, I just keep picturing Navid on the table, top of the mark. I just love that so much. But we are very much still looking down on them. Even if they win their 2 games in hand, they're still 2 points behind. conventional banana skin, they'd be thinking away to St Mirren on a freezing Wednesday night, aye. And we absolutely cantled them, because again, statistically, you look at the sheets, they didn't have a shot on target at their own stadium. I don't care who you are, that is incredibly effective shooting from us, to be fair. It was a little bit better in the first half than it was the second, but the second half we knew the game was wrapped up because St Mirren weren't planning on going at us, and that possession really tells you everything you need to know in that sense. You want to get to travel to Celtic Park. Well, when is it you actually stay in, Chief? Like, because again, if you're doing like transatlantic, then you can literally just get a flight straight into Glasgow, and you're about 20 minutes for the stadium. Maybe not with the traffic, admittedly, but you're like 20 minutes geographically from the stadium by car. Going to hit the local, but too wet and cold take. Wouldn't be the smartest idea in the world, to be fair, isn't it? Next game's on your birthday? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know. I'll give you a wee birthday shout when that happens, mate. I'm going up to Elgin at the end of the month, so I might catch it. Might not be a bad call, man. The unedited green. You're doing a soft reboot this week with both of yous on camera. I watched a little bit of the one that you, because you were talking about Garnacho's overhead kick via Everton. I watched about 20-30 minutes of that while I was making my thumbnail for the stream that you see here. So I think yous have got a good dynamic, man. I genuinely think there's a potential in it. Because again, I've been thinking about podcast ideas and stuff as well, but it's just a case of how I'd go about it. Because a lot of people are like, you have a voice that is designed for like radio speak, if you will, because it's very monotone for the most part when I speak calmly, like normally, I guess. So a lot of people are like, that would be a good idea. Piling on the irony, absolutely. The recovery guys, yes, let's go, Megan. We'd love to fucking see it. I totally forgot that. This is why I hate ADHD. Let me try and actually respond this time. Oh, the clip. Yes, the clip. Okay, I've been wanting to see this for like a week. Yes.
Exactly what they fucking deserve every step of the way. I've had Rangers fans give me shit for the last month and a half.
That's very much true though.
Here's a clip you can fucking take. Use are shite, absolute pish. Even when we're playing absolute fucking awful, we're still better.
Yes. I don't think someone would actually clip that clip. That's fucking amazing. Thank you for sending me that, Megan. That's class. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I do have a Snapchat. I'll send you that one now. That's the name there. It's because obviously I didn't want to just like add me on here, and because I know you probably have a bunch of dudes that are very creepy about it, to be fair. You spoke to Fly? I was wondering that, man, because he was like, oh yeah, I've been messaging Megan a lot over the last week. I'm like, how? She hasn't even seen any of the... I was like, I just want to see a clip, my guy. I was like, fair enough. Well, cool, I'll send you my Snapchat and that now. I love the fact that clip's a thing, man. Fucking yes. Can I save this? Yeah, well, I can like react to this, fair enough then. That's all I really need to do. That's fucking amazing. It's always weird seeing video feeding myself back. I guess I keep forgetting that I look very weird on camera. But later this season we put the style in the league. Mate, we did it last season too. We went undefeated until it didn't matter. We're going to Celtic v Motherwell. I went to the last Celtic v Motherwell and it was very weird, so just... I mean, it'll be better because the Green Brigade are back, so we'll take that one. Happy New Year to you as well, Alan, mate. Hope you had a belter yourself, man. you know, sandwich. That's sick. That's the thing, that like people actually know each other in this community. It's even better. More clips, what did you get in every... Oh, mate, honestly, let me actually see if I can pull up the numbers. Because I've added up most of the views to figure out how much they've got. Right, my channel as a whole, right, with the VODs and the videos and all that stuff, have about 140,000 views, which is still pretty good. Still okay, you know, it's not horrible. This one on Twitter has just shy of 250,000. There's a bunch of clips on TikTok where one's sitting on 80,000, one has 150,000. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but apparently people just like when a Scottish person gets angry, which is more than fair enough. They're also thinking of developing the Blue Agreement team where we're going to bring guests on somewhere down the road. Good for you, man. Honestly, really good for you. I don't know why this one strand of hair refuses to collide with the rest of my face, but I look like I'm fucking... like I'm trying to pull off a certain war leader for the 1940s. Can that stop? I'm just going to push it to the other side, man, because that's not happening. Oh yeah, Flash does this thing where whenever there's like a really good goal or reaction, he'll take like a clip of him inside the stadium as the goal happens with my commentary, with like the actual game footage, and it's like quite well done for the most part. Actually, it's quite good. I'll see if I can bring one up. Actually, give me a second. If I can do that, then I'll show you. Because I'd have to load it up through. I'd have to open it up in my browser so that I can show you, because I'd have to make a whole new window otherwise. Skibbity-bop. Wait, was it Paolo Bernardo who got man of the match? Fair enough, I can't argue with that. Oh, Flash, you messaged me, mate. When did you message me? Oh, you sent me a link to the... I've got a Discord link in there anyway, in the description for anyone that does want to join. Let me see if I can get the clips. Yes, sir. Aha! Right, okay, I can actually show you this. Very poggers, very cool. Let me... Hello! So... yeah. There's stuff like that on it. He's a sexy bastard, that guy, by the way, man. Look at him go. There's Flash, happy as Larry. You love to see it. There's a bunch of them though. The Atletico. There's a bunch of them. Like, if you go up, there's a... like, again, you have like sneak peeks at videos and stuff that I make as well. There's a bunch, general chat. People just talk about a bunch of different random things. You're more than welcome to come in and join. And Discord is free as well. I'm going to get a Discord made this week. I'm waiting on a Discord page just for you got to look out and make it work and all. Flash is probably the guy that you probably speak to about that sort of stuff specifically. But when it comes to the actual virtual or like the visuals, I'll happily do some of the thumbnail stuff for you, because again, if you look through my channel, any thumbnail, any overlay that I do, I've done myself, so I'm not bad at that. And again, I'm happy to help out anyone in the community that needs it. Yeah, you can stream like games and like chats and stuff like that. And obviously, again, if I plan on doing a podcast later down the line, you absolutely can, Megan. Yeah, it's 100%, 100% a thing. Because me and Flash, like we'll do that whenever we're talking about FM, or we just jump in and, you know, we're talking about football and the open Discord. You can just lock the channel so that you and whoever you drag into the call gets to see it. That's usually how it goes. what he said. Like Flash's got he's made multiple Discords. Like me and him have that Celtic FC one. That's the one that me and him work on mainly. So yeah, like it's easy as hell. Like I could join a call with him right now. You'd be able to hear him, no problem at all. Like that's the way that it goes. Yeah. It's a main reason why I like Discord, because it can do more than just be a messenger app, essentially. You can plan shit, do a bunch of different things. It's quite useful in a lot of regards. But I should probably bring up the name of the thing so that if you want to join. But see up in that top corner right there? This is it. It's called the Celtic FC Fan Zone. So if you want to join this specific one, you can. Like I said, link there is one in the description if you want to join. And we just have a bunch of stuff. Here are all the basics of the rules. Yeah, unless it's in the designated upload, so see places like this. There's Flash, dripped out to fuck, my boy. And then obviously things like clips. There's uploads and content as well, which is where I sometimes post, again, timeline stuff or actual video links. And if you're looking for something to do after the video and you haven't seen, this video is something you can watch. It's all the rumours and stuff pre-January. Again, I'll make an update video about a week or so into January if we make a signing or if there's a lot of traction or speed coming into them. Not a problem at all, Megan. Happy to help. Ah, your overlays, right? Okay. Well, that's something I can definitely be of use on. Again, I'll hit you up on Snapchat afterwards and we can talk about ideas, because there's easy things that you can do with basic overlays. I mean, this one that I made here, or at least the one that kind of boxes in the actual score box and things, it's about 5 or 10 minutes of effort. How long am I on for? This stream, I usually kind of wrap up the streams once we get about 2 hours, 40 minutes in. No stream ever kind of goes past 3 hours. That is growing quite fast, man. It's weird because most of the people in the community actually know fairly well to this to an extent now, which is nice. Bugs and weed for your New Year's resolutions. Like Shaggy. I love to see that. Playing FIFA ass and you're beating Rangers. You love to see it. Yeah, as Flash says actually there as well, there are benefits to joining the Discord, because like if I make a video, I can usually ask for people's input and stuff like that. And again, if we ever do podcasts or open discussions, like we did one a week or so ago. I'll leave that one was for Megan. My Snapchat's more personal. Once I know you more though, if I get to know you a bit more, then I have no issues with that at all, Chief. But as it stands for now, I mean, how many streams? I'm pretty sure you came on. This is your first stream here, right? But there is a TikTok you can follow. I made it just so that it was verified, because people were trying to claim to be me on TikTok by uploading my clips. That was taken down, thankfully, without me having to do anything. But yeah, I had to make one to verify that it was me. So you can do that if you go into my YouTube, and it's in my description box. I read that in Forrest Gump's voice, to be fair. You make Alabama green and white. Thanks, Gaves. Looking forward to your next watch-along. Hail, hail. Hail to you too, Chief, man. You enjoy yourself. Like I said, there will be a bunch of different things like content and stuff that you'll be able to keep a tabs on over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks. Because like I said, I don't want to just not stream for 2 or 3 weeks and then get kind of thrown into the deep end and have to do everything pure quick. So like I said, I'll try and figure out a couple of things to do. There'll be an ideas that there'll be the next one is on the 21st. It's That's the wrong one. It's Bucky Thistle, but the next league game is Ross County, so I might be live for the Bucky Thistle one if I'm bored, but if not, then I'll try and upload about 2 or 3-ish videos, roughly one a week, up until we are back in league action at the very least. And obviously there will be Scotland games and stuff in between it as well, so there'll be that to look forward to, of course, for the kind of pre-Euro preparation, so that'll be quite fun. But the next one to keep a major date on, because I'll definitely be live for it, 27th of January, 3 PM. That's you away on the road. Brilliant, they managed to fix your car. Cracking. You enjoy yourself anyway. Make sure you get home safe. I'll give you a message once I've done this stream. Been following your streams for well over a year now, it's great. Even if I get on TV and still meet and listen to you. That's very kind, Stockroom, man. Well, that's kind of what I want to get to, the point where people are like, yeah, no, I'd prefer this guy's more honest style of commentary rather than the kind of bias that you get for Sky. Beating Rangers 12-0. Wow. Love that, man. They're not giving away what the fuck do you pay for a season ticket for then? Because you could more or less just pay for all the home league games and not spend $700. It's like, what, 30 quid a ticket, you play at most 18 games at home in any average league season, so it's, I mean, you'd spend about the same amount. That's why it's confusing to me a little bit. It is what it is, though. There we go. Someone's joined. We have someone new in the Discord, so we'll love to see it. I'm presuming that's Levi. So welcome, man. I need to get ready to wrap up at some stage in the next kind of 5 or 10 minutes. Is there anything else you want me to cover about or talk about? Like I said, my man of the match, it's a toss up between either fullback, man. You could give it to Johnston, you could give it to Taylor, you could give it to McGregor, you could give it to Paolo. Paolo's the one that officially got it, for those that are curious. He's the official man of the match, so I think that's fair in a lot of ways. But personally, for me, I would probably give it to Taylor because he had a fucking stellar second half. Johnston was just brilliant all the way around though. Looks like they're charging people 15 or 20 quid just to go and see Bucky Thistle. Fuck. Maybe it's just part of a scheme to help Bucky Thistle out, because I know they tend to do that with lower league teams. Like, usually it's like 70% of the bigger teams' gate receipts go to the small club anyway, so maybe it's just a way to try and get Bucky Thistle a couple extra bucks in their bank, and if that's the case, I can't really argue with it, but they should make that clear. Let's beat them 45-0 for James's last derby when he goes. That'll be some send off, man. 13 goals in one game. Until we update this on that again, but like, oh yeah, I mean, it's a little to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I need to get, where's a freelancer? Yeah, right, well, let's put, so we'll do that. And then, once that's wrapped up and done, we'll call it. £23 for a ticket to go to the Motherwell game. It's like, I remember when I was like 14, 15 and like I'd go and see like Partick Thistle for like 8 quid. Shit's whack nowadays, man. Like, if you want to go and see like even St Johnston playing Dundee, you're still out of pocket by about 20-25 bucks, and you're like, well, what am I getting for that exactly? And they wonder why most people usually tend to just come here to watch, like, you know, Old Firm games or things like that, or at the, you know, maybe at the lesser extent, like the Edinburgh Derby or like Aberdeen v Celtic, you know, a game like that, if you will. So, fuck knows. I think we'll close this one down just so there's no more boots. That's true stock room to be fair. You play FC. I don't play that personally, Chief. I'm not really that strong on that. I mean, I used to play FIFA a lot, man, for like FIFA 13 to FIFA 2022. I didn't buy it last year because I just, again, I had priority on saving money for actual things that I needed for this house, so it is what it is. But I take care of my responsibilities first before I worry about anything else. That includes that down, that ain't so bad. And there is the outro song I know we're doing after that one. You think David Klassen's a fine bowler, but I accidentally have screwed him over in the past couple of years? I don't disagree with that, but it's the same way like Donny van der Beek, how he's like he went out on loan. Who was it to again? Fuck, brain recall. I think it was Eintracht Frankfurt. If I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Eintracht Frankfurt. But either way, right, whatever way you slice it, he was like a top prodigy at Ajax, and I mean Ajax have fell off with a vengeance over the last kind of couple of seasons, you know, since that kind of run to the semi-finals where they kind of lost out to Tottenham on the last day. That was really the only issue. But don't worry, for the next stream I'll also have sub-only mode back off. Like I said, I just wanted to test to see how this does. I'll test the next stream on top of it as well to make sure that everything's fine. But again, one last little look for the next time that I'll definitely be live, but again I might be live on the 21st for the Bucky Thistle one. We'll just watch and see, not really too sure. £25 for an adult, man. Oof. The World Cup performance was top tier. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess the younger version of that, or at least like the older version, would be Wesley Sneijder, man. I remember what he was like for the Netherlands, man. He was insanely good. Like insanely good. What made me begin YouTube? A bunch of different things. I'll pause that now while I explain this. I did YouTube before when I was a kid in high school. Like I did it for fun more often than not. I made like a bunch of different things, but it was mostly games. See, like your old like Flash games, like Eerie, or you know, like fucking that Teletubbies horror rip-off or Slender Man, like those types of things. I used to do a lot of that. Took a break for it, because obviously, you know, I went to college and stuff like that, so I didn't really have the time. And I kind of like, again, now that I have a bit of free time, and I'm like, I wanted to do something that got me out of my rut, because I'm not good with social crowds. Like I said, it sucks for me. I'm really bad when it comes to this sort of stuff, so doing it online's easier, because you can kind of build up a repertoire to gain your confidence back, so that I can kind of venture outside with less anxiety, but still very much an anxiety riddled man. I'm not gonna sit there and lie about that, but you make do with what you got, I suppose. But I kind of just do it for fun, man, and it's also a way for me to kind of keep a routine, continuously do things, and you know, I can develop certain skills with it, because again, I work on the stream thumbnails, I make all my stream thumbnails and stuff like that as well. I do all my own video editing, you know, the script writing for the videos, I do those too, so it's, you know, there's a bunch of different things that factor into it, man, but I guess if it's like something that's kept me doing it, despite the fact that it's, you know, obviously it's not as if I'm sitting here with like 100,000 subs and I'm making money off it, because it's definitely not the case, but I just like it because it's fun. Yeah, this is my way, kind of essentially just breaking down those lines, and at the very least, you know, because the way I looked at it, if it didn't work, it didn't work. I'd just sit and ramble to myself and then stop after a year. But if it was fine, if everything worked out fine, then I'd have a wee community of people that at the very least would understand me for being me, rather than just looking at me and going, he's weird. Because that's the thing, I'm an awkward person. I'm like Marmite, you hate me or you like me, there's no real in between. So again, the one thing that was sort of hard to deal with is like the first kind of few hate waves. And again, if you've been on this channel for long enough, you would have seen the Kelly clip that went viral and the amount of comments I had to deal with for Rangers fans just giving me shite for the sake of giving me shite. And that's fine, I don't mind it necessarily, but that first like big wave of, oh god, wow, people are not happy, but that is what it is. If you have like the confidence to just be like, it's fine, you know, you don't succeed if you don't try. I suppose that's the way to put it, mate. So if it's something you're considering getting into, then again, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but you're more than welcome to message me and I'll give you some pointers and stuff like that. I'm more than happy to. But I do actually need to wrap this stream up now because we're getting towards 9:30. So I'm going to play this again from about here. Yeah, okay, that works for me. I'll get ready to boost relatively soon. But yeah, all accounts, man, it's just about having a bit of like gaslighting yourself, because that's the way that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'll just keep doing it, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe at the end of the year we're sitting on 2K and I've proved myself wrong. It's always a subject to chance. Who knows? But I mean, fingers crossed. Either way though, for now, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. Anything else you get me on? I suppose TikTok. I guess go into my channel and check out that. But thank you for coming, thank you for watching along. If you've been watching this as a VOD, very much appreciate you as always. You're more than welcome to subscribe if you've made it this far, and of course if you've liked and already subscribed, you're even more appreciated. I'll be back on the 27th at the latest, 21 or the 21st I should say at the earliest. But thank you for coming along for the New Year's game. Hope you have had a brilliant New Year. Catch you after. Have a good one. Cheerio.